here and talk about what was going on in these streets, specifically these Atlanta streets. Mm, it's kind of late, like 10:45 late. I rarely go late this live. I mean, go live this late, but I was like, I kept putting this video off, and believe it or not, sometimes it's easier for me to go live because then once I'm live, I'm live. But like if I say I'm gonna do a pre-record, like sometimes I keep putting it off. Then I go to the store. Then like I went to Macy's. Okay. Anyway, so we here. I just wanted to come down here and talk about Man and Yandy, Tamar, and Funky Dinvea. Baby. Long story short, um, you know, it all got started one late night. Funky Dinvea, everyone knows who Funky Dinvea is. He and Tamar decided to go out. I think it was his birthday. She made it seem as though she was going to uh, celebrate him due to his birthday was, I think, in a few days, but it was a birthday celebration nonetheless. Fast forward, Miss Thing, Tamar gets on the World Wide Web and says that she woke up and she was halfway dead. And her teeth was gone and her nose was broke. And yeah, she almost went to glory. And then people came out, and I remember people blaming Funky Dinvea for the horrible thing that Tamar said happened to her. It was his fault. And days went by, and I remember Funky. I'm not gonna lie. Merry Christmas, frugal cousin. Thank you all the media. Thank you so much. And I do remember people dragging Funky online. I think a tad bit of it was dripped in homophobia. I think sometimes the girls, they just be waiting to kind of drag, but it's really just because you a punk. So they kind of look for any reason to drag. You know how people do. And then eventually, fast forward, Funky got upset, rightfully so, and the shit hit the fan. And he told us that Mendeecees and Tamar were fooling around or having inappropriate interactions with each other. And then Tamar came out and said that her lawyers will be in contact, I'm assuming with Funky. And yeah, the rest is history. Well, Mendeecees was the man that Funky said Tamar was having these inappropriate dealings with. Heels clinking down the stairs like God. That's old school. Ooh, that's one of my favorite videos. Is this the tea for today? Ooh, the tea for today. Yes. You gotta be somebody of a particular age to know when Kaya did that holiday vlog. When I tell you, I used to watch that like every day. Anyways, happy holidays, Rodney. Thanks for always lifting our spirits. Thank you so much. Oh, and I said I love that video with Kaya. Anyways, Mendeecees, from what we all assumed, was in a relationship with Yandy. These people you may not know unless you watch Love and Hip Hop. They're not like a Nene. Like, you know how like most people probably know Nene if you're like a reality TV person. You may not know Yandy and Mendeecees, may not. But if you watched anything associated with Love and Hip Hop, more than likely you do. So anyways, Mendeecees did an interview with Young Jock and his homegirls and homeboys down to the radio station. And let's just listen to what Man had to say. Let me see. Let me see. Do I got it right here, baby girl? I got receipts, baby girl. Because I got receipts, baby girl.
I don't really know how to take, the rumors that were starting to circulate about you in the streets, because it was like, dang, if she held him down.
So even if me and Yandy decide to break up, it's no one's business but our household.
Right.
Right? So if you see me acting inappropriate, it's appropriate for me. It's maybe not for you, because I'm sorry you wasn't in the group chat when we decided that.
Girl, let me stop right there. I get it to a certain degree, but you know what? Y'all already know where I'm about to go with this. Y'all kill me wanting to be on reality TV, and not just any type of reality TV. You want to be on a reality TV show called Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and then say that with whatever's going on between you and your marriage or you and your relationship between you and your girl is nobody's business. It kind of is. Girl, like, you acting like you down to Fear Factor. Girl, you acting like you down to Big Brother. You acting like you're down to a show where the topic of conversation is not going to be your marriage. So for y'all to get on these television shows when you know that the show will dive into your relationships, but then have the nerve to sit here and say that it's nobody's business. I would want to hear what your boss, the person who writes the checks, I would want to hear what MTV or whoever I don't think it's Mona Scott anymore. I don't know. Maybe Mona Scott. I would want to know what they have to say about you saying that you're good. No, it kind of is our business. It kind of is. It kind of is. Anyways, let's keep on going.
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry you was in our bedroom when we had this conversation, and and that's the problem, because a lot of times these rumors, we so private that we sit back and we laugh at it. And it doesn't affect us like the way it affects the public. People be like, "Oh, y'all should be more transparent and let us know." Yeah, we gotta figure out how to let our children know.
Right, exactly.
What's the status of you and Yandy right now?
Are we not together?
Y'all not together. So y'all getting a divorce?
Well, we never was like legally married, so I don't know how the divorce. Like,
So the rumors are true that y'all just did it for TV.
Listen, I didn't do it for TV. I think, listen, it was Yandy's idea, right? Because in the beginning we had I was going through legal battles with courts and fines, and she said, let's not sign the papers. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I guess, it kind of just stayed that way. Then we got married again, and then we still ain't.
Yeah, because I was at one though.
Yeah, you was at. Yeah.
I was there. I had a good time.
Let me tell you something. I was shocked.
Beautiful.
It was beautiful. That was like
Yes, I remember the special.
Yeah, listen. But you gotta think about it, right? If I look back now, I see what people going through divorce with assets and stuff like that.
You escaped. I'm going through.
Listen, we don't gotta go through none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
you won.
It kind of worked out.
How long have y'all been split? And how?
You won. You won. Are you sure he won? Or did Yandy win? Because I feel like my spirit, girl, my spirit is telling me that if Man and Yandy were married, I feel like Yandy, if anybody had to cut a check, it would be coming from Yandy's pocket going into Mendeecees, and not Mendeecees going into Yandy's. Okay?
What's the split? What was the coping?
So I've known Yandy for like 20 years, right? So right now we've been probably split up for over a year. 20 years, you don't. It's like that person helped change you who you are today.
Yeah.
You know, you grew up. I'm mature. There's so many ways messing with Yandy. Like I wouldn't be the man who I am today if it wasn't for her.
That's a beautiful thing to say.
So, she made me look at family different. She just made me look at life different. If I show you how closed off I was, you know, I wouldn't be even sitting here having this conversation. So, you know, it's just unfortunate that, you know, after time, we couldn't just get on the same page.
People don't really know.
So Tamar, she came out, and this is what she posted on her story. She posted, "I'm accepting all apologies through my Cash App." The fuck? "Please pay by the following. If you called me, 1, a liar, is $10. 2, a home wrecker, is $20. 3, a hoe, is $20. And then if you called her a slut, which was 4, it's a $30 Cash App." I believe Funky all along. However, I remember Funky saying he'd bought a house in Atlanta, but he didn't. Both Funky and Tamar have a little diabetes in them. My first super chat. Thank you, Emmy Doobie. Wait, Emmy 8903. Thank you so much. "Accept the fact that y'all fell for the bullshit and run me the F up." So this is what I gotta say. I guess when you start to get into the technicalities of it all, I can't remember word for word what Funky said. I can't remember if Funky, said that Tamar was messing with a married man. Tamar was messing with someone in a relationship. I can't remember. I will say I could probably hear him saying something like that, like you messing with a married man. I guess when you start to get technical about it, I guess he's not married. See, Tamar is trying to, I know what Tamar trying to do. Tamar is trying to play the technical game. You said I'm just saying if he said it because I can't remember word for word. If Funky said Tamar messed with a married man, Tamar would say you're lying because he wasn't married. You see what I'm saying? That's the road that Tamar would go down with Funky. You're lying because he was not married. 2, he was not with his wife. To me, this is just to me. And what I say don't make it right. Girl, you and Mendeecees, I feel, were messing around. And if you felt that there was nothing to hide, then there would be no need to sneak around. You see what I'm saying? If everything was crystal clear, and 1, he's not married, which we know that he was not legally married. 2, if they were not together, there would be no need for y'all to sneak around and not make sure that no one catches you, and it's the hiding. So there had to be a part of you that knew that what you were doing, you probably had no business doing. Because when Karrueche came out with Deion Sanders, Karrueche wasn't hiding. Karrueche was in the hospital crying because Deion was about to get one of his toes cut off again. Oh, girl, I don't know, girl, he was having surgery or something. You see what I'm saying? Karrueche was supposedly linked, friends with Tracy Edmonds, which was Deion's ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance, something, ex basically. So it's like, Karrueche ain't sneaking. Karrueche just popped up one day. We saw a video of Karrueche in the hospital room with Deion. So Karrueche could say, girl, I ain't did shit wrong, even though I thought it was a tad bit wrong. But, girl, Karrueche could say, I ain't did shit wrong. I ain't sneaking around. Okay? Girl, I'm down here with the camera in my face. So, like, there had to be a part of Tamar and Mendeecees that had to have known that what they were doing was either one, inappropriate, two, it would cause a lot of conversations. Because again, you're sneaking around. And there would be no need for you to sneak around if you really didn't think that you were doing something inappropriate. But you knew that you were doing something inappropriate. That's why you had to sneak around. Tamar still needs to get her ass whooped. I feel like that's too close to home. I get it. I get it. I hear the stories all the time. You know, the straight men in Atlanta, girl, when she get a hold to one, girl, I hear the stories, girl, the straight men in Atlanta, girl, when she get a hold to one, you got to hold on tight, okay? But I just feel like I was having a conversation with a group of friends the other day, and I was just telling them how I felt like when I think of Atlanta, I think of all those girls kind of like running the same circles, if that makes sense. Like the Portias, the Yandys, the Candy, even like Jocelyn may not hang out with them, but they all are linked to somebody somehow. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like for Tamar to even go down that road of dealing with Mendeecees, girl, that's like too close for comfort to me. Like, I think it would be different if it was just some regular schmegular girl who was probably not a reality TV star, a singer, you know, a realtor, lawyer, somebody who doesn't probably run those circles. And not to say that the only girls who run their circles are girls who have a little celebrity attached to their name, because no, we know that's not the truth. But I just feel like that's just a little too, I feel like that's like a little too close for comfort to me. Like, girl. Like, girl, y'all really ain't, girl, y'all only really have a few, right, 3 degrees of separation. Like, y'all all linked to somebody somehow. So just with that alone, it's like, Tamar, girl, you low-key still need your ass whooped, if we're gonna be honest. Girl, like it's too close. Like, what's up, Facebook? Like, yes, it's too close. Miss Muffy got a lot of mouth to be missing teeth, baby. I will say this much though. Shout out to Yandy. Baby. You know, Yandy, you was a fool. But you was a smart fool. See, Yandy did, this is the only thing this is the only problem that I have with Yandy. Everybody is connected down here. Yes, Faith of Life and Style. And that's how it, in my head, that's how it is. Like, I feel like everybody is connected in Atlanta. So I get it on one, in one breath. It's like, girl, if you're looking for a man, I guess you might have to fuck somebody's man or ex-man. You know what I'm saying? Or ex-girlfriend. So I get it, because Atlanta is really not, it's not like a LA. It's not like a New York. Atlanta is not that big, but it's like, girl, y'all really do be connected down there. So it's like, on one hand, it's like, what do you do? And then on the other hand, it's like, girl, that's still a tad bit trifling to me. Yandy lied too much. That's my problem with her. Exactly. Like, the thing with Yandy, the thing with Yandy that gets me is, Yandy, girl, you really went through all of this, these fake weddings, just to really just throw it in people's face that you had a man. All of it. Y'all don't remember the video that she made throwing her ring finger in everybody's face? Like, Yandy, you made yourself look like a fool for a nigga who... I remember when Yandy was on a show. I talk about this all the time. Yandy was on the show. You remember, y'all know AJ Johnson? She was she was in the movie Baby Boy. Anyways, AJ Johnson, she was a house party. I think she's like a fitness trainer, life coach now. Yes. I think she was doing a show, I think on VH1. And Yandy and Mendeecees were on the show. And I remember Yandy asking Mendeecees if the roles were reversed. So for those who don't know, Mendeecees had to go serve time. He went to prison for a few years. You know, Mendeecees used to be in the streets. Mendeecees is the same one Girl. Mendeecees was the same one who used his mama as collateral. Y'all heard? Did y'all hear what I just said? Did y'all hear what I just said? Bitch, did y'all hear what I just said? Did y'all hear? Baby, did y'all just hear what the fuck I said? Mendeecees sat down to Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp when he used to deal drugs or whatever and told the world that he put his mother up for collateral. So just in case if the drug deal went wrong, his mama head was gonna be on the chopping block. It's some shit that niggas do, that people do, that should be a red flag to you. He sure did. That's not no allegedly. Mendeecees said that out of his own mouth. He didn't, because I remember this is when Shannon Sharp had, I think, just kind of started his YouTube channel. It wasn't as popping as it was when Cat Williams got there. So I think Mendeecees had already been on the show. And I remember coming down here saying, why the fuck is Mendeecees on? Girl, like, you know how like when you think about like why are certain people being interviewed? Like how I felt about, this is about to be all over the place. How I felt about Gilbert Arenas down to Evelyn and Shanice's podcast. Like I feel like that makes no sense. Like, in real life, in real life, why the fuck is Gilbert Arenas down to Evelyn and Shanice's podcast? Y'all doing that to be messy. It's messy all around. Did she forget she went down to the morning hustle and said, to be honest, I really don't know him. We're cool, but I really don't know him. Why are you trying to downplay the relationship? Child. Thank you, Sybil Renee 1013. So anyways, so it's just like when Mendeecees went down to Club Shay Shay, I was like, why is Mendeecees doing an interview? Like what? Like why is he doing the interview? And then when he said what he said, I was like, ooh, girl. But anyway, so yeah, it's some things I just feel that people say like it should be like major red flags. But nonetheless, he went to jail. He went to jail. And I remember they were doing a show together, and Yandy asked him, if the roles were reversed, would you hold me down? And that motherfucker sat right there on TV and said, I don't know. I said, girl, bitch, you done took your black ass down to that. I remember Yandy going down to that prison, fighting for prison reform, getting maced in her face. Girl, and for you to ask a man if the roles were reversed, would he hold you down? And his response basically be anything but yes, I would hold you down. Girl, that motherfucker said he didn't know. I said, Yandy girl. Yandy girl. Girl, Yandy girl. Yandy girl. Yandy girl. Yandy girl. Yandy girl. Yandy girl. No, sister. I think that Yandy, for a long time, just wanted to be in a relationship like a lot of people do. And I think that she felt like she couldn't she had to one up the other girls. I believe there are a large... Thank you, make it make sense. So Tamar was sleeping with a non-married leprechaun. Baby, I'm still trying to figure out what he do for work. Anyways, so so Yandy, I feel like Yandy is one of those people where even if she feels like the relationship does not serve her, she's not going to let the other girls win by letting go of her relationship. So she would rather stay in the relationship just to show people I still got my man. Even though you probably should have You should have let Mendeecees go a very long time ago. But Yandy is a mess. But I will give Yandy this much. But the streets say, girl, I don't know if this is true. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of the girls say that Yandy was a side chick when she met Mendeecees. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, girl. Y'all, I don't know, girl. I don't know. God, I don't know, girl. The girls say that when that Yandy was a side chick at first. That's what the girl said. I don't know. I wasn't there. Hey, cousin, just showing some love. The live needs Judge Rodney in the rolling chair. Thank you, Shots of Jack. Thank you so much. Baby, I don't. Anyways, but yeah, Yandy, Mendeecees used his mom as collateral in a drug deal. We know. Thank you, make it make sense. We were just talking about that. Sure did. It's some stuff I just feel like a person really shows their character. I don't know how you could even still lay down with the man who said that he used his mother as collateral for a drug deal. At that point, how do you even go home and look at him in the face? And the fact that he came out and said that shit when nobody even knew and nobody had to know. There was really no reason for Mendeecees to come out and say that. Yandy is a big-ass liar, yet she was a side chick. Look at the ages of his other children. The girls have been saying that about her. Tamar is a mess, baby. Thank you, Feel Good. Thank you so much. Oh, I can see that too. But I will give Yandy this much. She had enough sense not to legally tie herself to that nigga. That's the one thing I will give Yandy. That's the only thing I'm gonna give Yandy. She had enough sense not to legally tie herself to Mendeecees. Because God knows what will be happening right now since they've reached the end of their relationship. You know that saying, how you get them is how you lose them. Just saying. Thank you. I definitely believe Yandy would have to cut a check. I believe she would. I definitely believe she would. I don't think Funky lied. I don't think Funky lied. I think now it's just a game of semantics with Tamar. Wording. I mean, the truth of the matter is wording does matter. So I'm not going to sit here and act like it doesn't. I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody says you're sleeping with a married man and he's not married, technically, I mean, that's the truth. I'm not sleeping with a married man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I think that's the road that Tamar would try to go down. You said that I was sleeping with a married man, and the truth of the matter is he was not a married man, which is the truth. But girl, you were doing something inappropriate with Mendeecees, which is why your black ass was sneaking around Atlanta. Okay? That's really what it comes down to me. You were doing something inappropriate with Mendeecees. That's why you were sneaking around Atlanta with him. Because if the interactions that you had with Mendeecees were not inappropriate, there would be no need for you to sneak around. His veneers longer than his legs. There would be no need for you to sneak around. So no matter how you slice it and dice it, it doesn't matter if he was married legally or not married. You were a sneaky link, girl. You were a sneaky link. You know, I'm a sneaky link. Girl, how the song go? How the song go with Money Long? You were a sneaky link. Girl, you were a sneaky link. That's just what it is. And that's what it sounds like. And you don't get any bonus points just because it's like, oh girl, he wasn't married. Girl, at the end of the day, it was inappropriate. And you know it. She's definitely playing word game. She really is. Thank you, Renee 1013. She really is. I feel like it would be a word game with Tamar. when at the end of the day, it's kind of like, I was, anyways. Yeah. I mean, shout out to Mendeecees. Shout out to Yandy. Shout out to Tamar. Shout out to Funky. Girl, now y'all know what's about to happen though. I guess we're gonna be talking about this again next week because y'all know Funky gonna come down to that live on Monday and drag Tamar. So at least we got something to talk about next week. Y'all already know that Funky gonna come down to that internet on Monday because Tamar just basically called him a liar. And you know he gonna drag Tamar again. So girl, we're gonna have something to talk about for Monday and Tuesday. So Tamar, I hope your wig on real tight. Girl, I hope your wig on real tight. I hope your wig on real tight. Because, girl, when he get a hold of this, girl, when she get a hold of this, girl, she gonna be right down in front of that microphone, girl, dragging you again. I would let it go, honestly. I would. I wouldn't even respond if I was Funky Dinvea. I would. Because at this point, it's kind of like, girl, it is what it is. You know you were up to no good. He knows y'all were up to no good. Regardless of the wording you want to use, you know, married, if they're not married, were they separated at the time you started engaging with him? Girl, something inappropriate was happening due to the fact that you had to sneak around. I'm not sneaking around with someone else unless I feel like, in that scenario, no, because I started thinking about something. In that type of scenario, there would be no reason to sneak around unless you know that you're up to no good. In that scenario. Yes. I don't trust Yandy either. You can't trust Yandy. Because Yandy was just down, because Yandy had her stupid ass down to the love and hip hop. Talking about put some respect. Y'all don't remember when Yandy crashed out? Y'all don't remember when Yandy crashed out talking about put some respect on the Harris name? And your motherfucking husband ain't even got no respect for the Harris name. Girl. As far as I'm concerned, your husband used your mother-in-law as collateral, and girl from what the streets say, he been slanging dick around Atlanta. And the quiet just kept on some real shit. You're not even a Harris, Yandy. You a Smith. So, girl, why do we need to put some respect on Mendeecees' last name? Put some respect on the Harris name. Girl, what? Girl, shut up. Girl, shut up, girl. Okay. Okay. Girl, he ain't where his like now I'm in and out of love and hip hop Atlanta. I'm in and out. I didn't watch this last season. But I remember, I think the season before last, I can't remember. Mendeecees was showing every sign of him not wanting to be in that relationship anymore. As far as I'm concerned, I think that Mendeecees, I believe it's some truth to what people say. Women usually initiate the divorce or the breakup before men. A man will just stay. If you're gonna let me stay, I'm still gonna fuck around you and we just gonna be together. It is what it is. Like Mendeecees was never gonna leave Yandy. I think that Mendeecees did everything he could think of to make Yandy break up with him. Not wearing his wedding ring. Girl. Every time we look up, the girls talking about Mendeecees is fucking somebody down in Atlanta. When the truth of the matter is that Mendeecees, I just feel like you probably haven't been wanting to be with Yandy for a very long time. That's why I be trying to tell y'all that when it comes to marriage, people just don't end marriages like that. When a marriage ends, people don't break up at the first sign of chaos in their marriage. It's usually something happens and they try to work on it, 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 work on it. And then finally they get to a point where they might call it quits, but it's not at the first sign at all. You think Tamar and Mendeecees will be on a show together? I don't know. I don't know. Tamar likes to be in drama though. I don't put anything past Tamar. Tamar is a reality TV star. Tamar is not a singer. I'm going to put it like that. Tamar is a reality TV star. Tamar is a reality TV star who sings sometimes. That's sad. Tamar is a reality TV star who sings sometimes. So as much as Tamar claims not to love the mess, you just never know with her. You just never know. You just never know. I wouldn't be surprised if Tamar popped up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, girl. I really wouldn't. I would not be surprised. Like, I would not be surprised if Tamar popped her ass down to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's kind of like the Meredith acted a fool on the plane storyline. Yes, we know yes, we know. So let's drop it already. Now Meredith is somewhere saying, how did I get in it? Okay. Baby. Anyways, what else is going on, y'all? That's all I really wanted, child. That's all I really had to talk about. Ain't shit really going on. Ain't shit happening. Oh, Tyler. Oh, baby, I don't know what's going on with Tyler, baby. I did a video last night. I don't know what's going on with Tyler, baby. Listen, I wasn't there, so I don't know. You know, I have some questions. I think I might talk about that on Patreon, though. I have some questions. Based off what I read, I definitely have some questions. Definitely have some questions. Tyler gonna have to get it to. I just have some questions. I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna. The questions I have are can't. The questions I have are borderline. The questions I have, people would. Some of you may think that I'm borderline victim blaming. I'll just leave it at that. Because I definitely have some questions, though. That's all. Come on, South Australia. Yes. Come on, Australia in the house. Nikki, I will say this, though. Can I ask a question? I want to ask a question. I do want to ask this question. And before I ask this question, I want to let it be known that it's not about taking sides. I just think that it's an observation. I just think it's an observation. And one of the things that I have observed is I have noticed that when it comes to people, black people, who align themselves with MAGA, Donald Trump, I have noticed that it is much easier for people to dispose of the black women versus the black men. I'm not saying what Nikki did was right. I'm just saying I've noticed that when I think of the Corsettes, the Omarosas, the Nickies, y'all are quick to throw them in the Titanic. But girl, when these niggas basically doing the same thing from Kanye, Nelly, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, girl, Snoop was just on a motherfucking Netflix performing at the football game the other day. So I have noticed that. I have noticed that. I have noticed that. I've noticed that. So as much as people, I get it with Nicki, but I am the I just don't know why don't y'all have the same smoke across the board? That's all. Because even if you say that what Snoop and Nelly did was not as bad as what Nicki did, they did the same thing that Chrisette did, which was go perform at the inauguration. And y'all canceled Chrisette, and Chrisette, baby, head is right here above the water. They did the exact same thing, but the response is completely different to Chrisette versus Snoop Dogg or Nelly or Rick Ross or Kanye. Kanye was around here spazzing the fuck out, wearing a MAGA hat, talking about slavery was a choice, and people still supported Kanye even after that. Even after Kanye started showing us who he was and he was MAGA, 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 people still supported Kanye. I just think it's weird. Because even when you even with Nicki saying what she said, that at the end of the day, they're still aligning themselves with MAGA. No matter how you slice it and dice it. I watched part 1 and part 2 of Vigo podcast. You were great. Thank you, Renee 1013. Thank you so much. Thank you. They still align themselves with that, with those people. They do. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's all. That's really that. That's just something I noticed. That's it. Because if we're gonna be honest about it, y'all, a lot of y'all were quiet about Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting at that table with Ivanka. A lot of the girls saw Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting at that table, and they made up every excuse in the book and turned their head the other way. Y'all saw Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting their black asses at that table with Ivanka Trump and her husband, and I saw most of the motherfucking beehive either stayed quiet, act like it wasn't that big of a deal, and then turned their heads the other way. And then had the nerve to argue with me because I'm calling this shit out. Because the fact of the matter is, if Jay-Z or Beyonce didn't want to sit at that motherfucking table, they wouldn't have been at that motherfucking table. Jay-Z co-founded that organization. He's the co-founder. For the girls who don't know, he's the You mean to tell me some shit that he co-founded, he doesn't have a say in where he and his wife will sit? That was intentionally done. To sit at a table with what's Hispanic fish? Rosie Perez. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about. The one that Nicki was dragging months and months and months. That was intentionally done to sit at that table across from Ivanka, Jay, B, the husband. That was purposely done. It's one thing for people that may not necessarily be like-minded to be in the same room because they're just trying to raise money for an organization, right? Because you might have to be in the same room with Donald Trump, but that doesn't mean you're going to sit at the same table with Donald Trump, because that sends a clear message. It's not about Beyonce and Jay-Z being in the same goddamn room with Ivanka, but girl, y'all literally sat at the same exact table. When you could have been sitting on the other side with somebody else. But you did that on purpose. And the thing with Beyonce is Beyonce does not speak. She does not talk. She does not do interviews. So she does not have to come out and answer a goddamn thing. And because she's loved by a lot of people, you will then have the beehive will come down to the internet and start writing these dissertations on why she's right. Because she's not going to come down to the internet and explain why she did what she did. Because she don't have to. So that's why I say, you need to be looking at all of them with a side eye. Now, I do believe that some actions can be worse than others, right? I do believe that. I do believe that some actions can absolutely be worse than others. To me, Nicki getting her black ass on that stage, I'm not moving the line. Let me say this before we get started, because here we go. Some actions are worse than others. We all know that for a fact. Nicki getting her black ass on that stage and saying the shit that she said, girl, I'm not moving the line. While I don't have a problem calling out Beyonce and saying, girl, what the fuck is you doing at that table with the Trumps? Beyonce ain't on stage talking about how the little black girls need to stop hating on the little white girls. Girl. See, that's when y'all Queen Nicki, that's when she really started losing me. You see what I'm saying? I don't have no problem calling out Beyonce sitting at that table with Ivanka and Jared. But Beyonce ain't got her black ass on no stage either, talking about how the little black girls and the black women need to stop hating on the white girls. Like some of the shit that Nicki did on that stage was diabolical, and y'all know it. Some of the shit that was coming out of Nicki's mouth on that stage was some nasty work. That was some nasty work. Boys will be, it's okay to be a boy. It's okay to be a boy. When I tell you, girl, I'm about to, now, here we go. Now the liquor starting to kick in. Okay? Girl, I'll pull out the heavy hitter tonight, baby. Girl, now the liquor about to kick in, girl. I pulled out the heavy hitter tonight, baby. I got a little Tito's in this cup. Girl, I ain't had no Tito's in a minute. Hello? Girl, I've been drinking wine. When I want somebody to drink wine, I ain't had no gasolina in a minute, baby. Hold on. Now the liquor starting to kick in, baby. Oh, shit. Woo! Okay? Baby. I feel it. I knew I should have drunk this motherfucking Tito's. I knew it. I knew it. Some said, girl, don't drink. Some told me just get you some water. And I was like, no, I'm going to have a cocktail tonight. And I was like, I'm going to just have one after I get off live. Nicki Minaj, that is a nasty lady. And I'm going to tell you why. Nicki, and this is for the punks, the barbs out there who want to stick up for Nicki. Nicki just got her black ass on a stage in front of a predominantly white crowd and told y'all that boys will be boys. After she had y'all punks walking around here in hot pink, girl, purple, calling yourselves the Kens and the Barbs. Now she done made all her millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Them eyes low as hell, cousin. Thank you, baby. Now she done made her millions and millions and millions of dollars off y'all punks. And then had the nerve to tell y'all boys will be boys after she done had y'all prancing around in hot pink wigs and bobs and shit. Now it's boys will be boys. But the other day there was your Barbs and Kens. The other day they was the Kens. And you ain't had no problem with them coming to the concerts dressed in all pink. Yeah! And then y'all got the nerve to get y'all gay asses down to the internet defending Nicki, looking like a goddamn fool. She done made all the money she done made from y'all punks. That's why she don't have no problem throwing y'all asses down there with the Titanic. Cause the money has been made. Y'all done pissed her off. She made her coin. And now it's boys will be boys. That's some nasty work. I said, ooh, Nicki. That would be no different. That would be no different than Beyonce. If Beyonce did some shit like that, I would be down here dragging that heifer too. Because you pretty much just had a gay concert. As much as the people wanted to sit here and say, oh, the Renaissance concert was not a gay, yes it was. Bitch, when you walked into the concert before the concert even got started, the bitch had a big ass rainbow flag. Girl, Renaissance was for the LGBTQIA plus community. That was a gay tour. Okay? Girl, you walked into the concert. For those who went, tell me if I'm lying or telling the truth. Girl, it was a big ass rainbow goddamn flag before the concert even got started. Beyonce had all the girls in that girl Boom Cat and Death Dropping. And girl, she had a whole goddamn girl pose. Girl, like, so if Beyonce then turned around after that concert, after she had the gays and the trans girls and the boom da da boom boom da da boom da da boom girl, all of that shit going down at the Renaissance concert. And then for her to turn around and be like, boys, it's okay to be a boy. Boys, it's okay to be a boy. Boys be boys. Well, bitch, I couldn't tell when you made $2 billion off, girl, the concert, when you had the girls death dropping and doing all types of kicking and cacking, and girl, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you done made the motherfucking money, and now it's the boys will be boys. Girl, y'all get what I'm saying? Nikki has now made all her money by calling y'all the Ken and the Barbs. And now it's the boys. Boys, it's okay to be a boy. It's okay to be a boy. Because let's just call the thing a thing. Nikki refers to her fan base that way because she knows the majority of her fan base are gay men and women. Because ain't no straight man running around here talking about he's a Ken. Her money has come from women and girls and gay men. And that's why she refers to y'all, not me, y'all, as the Kens and Barbs. Because ain't no straight man running around here calling himself a Ken. Girl, Nikki, it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. Like, oh, Nikki, girl. Oh, Nikki, girl. Nikki. That when I say, but yeah, Nikki is a mess. But I think they all a mess. But I think that for me, I don't have a problem calling out every single one of them. I don't. I'm gonna call them out and look at them sideways. At least, at the very least, I'm gonna look at them sideways, like Beyonce and Jay-Z. But I don't have no problem calling them out. But I will say that what Nikki did, girl, I would rather have, if Nikki would have got her ass on stage and just, girl, I wish that I could have this moment for life, for life, for life. And in this moment now I feel so alive, alive. If Nikki would have got her ass on stage and sung and danced, I would have said, okay, girl, you a mess. Girl, I'm so disappointed. But girl, maybe she just, I don't know, girl, maybe she needs a coin. The mess is, girl, you got on stage and did a whole Q&A. And not only did you do a Q&A, girl, you did a Q&A and you threw black girls and black women under the bus. And then you threw trans folk under the bus, and then you threw gay boys under the bus, pretty much the community that supports you the most. She like so many people, literally emulate Steal from the Dolls and her fashions, her lingo, her surgeries, etc. Barbie, baby, girl, don't get the girl started. I know you telling the truth, but the people don't like. Girl, let me shut up. I'm with you. I know what you're saying. It's just a mess. It's like, ooh, Nikki, girl, you really set your black ass on that stage in front of that white lady. The white lady whose husband pretty much said that you were an embarrassment. Did y'all see that clip of that nigga talking about Nikki, saying that how she was pretty much an embarrassment, how a young black girl shouldn't look up to her, and you set your ass on the stage across from her, bitch. If he thought it, she thought it too. I done told you I'm not separating. I'm not separating husbands and wives. If your husband think a certain way, you think it too. If your husband says something that is low down, degenerate, trifling, girl, violent with the words, girl, I'ma say you think the same way too. If your husband is a racist, you a racist. If your husband is homophobic, you homophobic. If your husband is transphobic, you transphobic. If your husband is misogynistic, you misogynistic. If your husband is sexist, you sexist. Now, if your husband is a vegetarian, you might like to eat chicken every now and again. I can look past that. Your husband might be vegan, but you might like to eat a pork chop sandwich every now and again. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that, I get it. You know? You know what I'm saying? but some shit that get real, when we start getting real about some shit, that's when I be looking at y'all like y'all crazy. Some shit we just gonna disagree on. I'm not gonna stop eating my pork chop sandwich because you don't eat pork, nigga. Okay? Now you don't eat pork, that's fine, but I'm making me a pork chop sandwich. Hello? Shit. I'm making me a pork chop sandwich. But when shit start getting real, I be looking at girl, you the same way. Girl, you the same as your husband. You the same as your husband. Girl, I wanted me a pork chop sandwich so bad. You know, one time I hadn't ate a pork chop in forever. And I ate one, girl, I had a headache for like a day and a half, 2 days. Girl, it was a mess. Anyways, I do want me an old nasty pork chop, girl. Ooh. I want to go to Atlanta and go to Waffle House. I feel like Atlanta has the best Waffle Houses. I don't know why. When I go to Atlanta, y'all, I would eat at Waffle House non-stop. I don't know why. Even though we have Waffle Houses here, they're not like Atlanta. To me, Atlanta, they have a Waffle House like on every corner. Here, they're kind of spread out. We probably have like, girl, probably 10 Waffle Houses in Houston. Maybe if I'm pushing it with 10. We don't have a lot of Waffle Houses compared to Atlanta. When I go to Atlanta, I love me a Waffle House. I love the pork chops. Them pork chops at Waffle House, bitch, I remember one time me and my best friend went to Waffle House after the club. I don't know what type of motherfucking seasoning that bitch used in that kitchen. When I tell you, I'm not exaggerating. Those were the best pork chops I have ever had in my life. Girl, they were so scrumptious. I remember asking my friend, girl, you gonna eat your other pork chop? Because they give you two. They give you two. Girl, you gonna eat your other pork chop? But they real thin though. Like they food be thin. They be real thin pork chops. Ooh, girl, you gonna eat your pork chop? Girl, he was like, hell yeah, bitch, I'm eating my pork chop. Damn. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know, girl. It's just a mess. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm really not. I do have Nicki's music like on some of my playlists, but I'm not this person who, if Nicki's music disappeared off of Apple Music, I would have a fit. Come do a meetup here in ATL, cousin. Okay, I haven't having the itch to come to Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been in a couple of years. When was the last time I went to Atlanta? It's been a minute. I stood with Nicki through. Thank you. Look out for Lauren. Thank you. I stood with Nicki through all her mess, but I'm turning in my Barb card. So disappointed in her. Politics affect real people, and she's playing a dangerous game. Wendigo 3140, and that's the thing, right? And that's why I think, I'm gonna say this. I'm not this just political girly. You really do have to hold these celebrities, especially these celebrities who have a very big platform. You have to hold their feet to the fire, because for them, they don't care about politics. Because whatever affects us, it won't affect them. If their daughter got pregnant and they lived in a state where she couldn't get a heaven baby, I can guarantee you, based off of the money that they probably have, they could make it happen. They could make it happen. So the shit that we're concerned about, everyday life shit, they're not concerned. They're more concerned about, girl, what my taxes gonna look like. What my taxes gonna look like. That's why you have to hold their feet to the fire, because if they use their platform to speak out and it goes against the majority of people, and we are the majority in comparison to celebrities, it could cause harm to the community. Because the thing is, people will listen to Nicki. And people will take what Nicki is saying as the gospel. People will listen to Snoop Dogg and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Kevin Hart and Chrisette Michele and whoever else, New York, Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, whomever it is. It doesn't matter. But when you start to get to these people who have a mega platform like a Nicki Minaj, it really can start to go into like dangerous territory. Because girl, the stuff that you're saying, it really could affect people in the real world. You just over there, in your $1 million house, you ain't really got to worry about the issues that we got to worry about. I think long days are, those days are gone where, when people say, oh, celebrities shouldn't get into politics, why shouldn't they? But I also feel like, girl, if your political stance goes against the majority and can cause more harm than good, then, girl, Houston, we have a problem. And I feel like Nicki's rhetoric that she had on that stage, I think that it causes more harm than good. So, Houston, we have a motherfucking problem. Right. And that's another thing too. Nicki wants to come out. Nicki was one of the girls who would play with bisexuality, right? When Nicki first came out, she used to play around with bisexuality. Nicki is one of the girls who has used the community, the LGBTQ community. She has used black women. Yes, she has. And now she's ready to spit y'all out because she mad at Jay-Z. Girl, she mad at Jay-Z. Now she mad at everybody because of the nigga who she married. Girl, you might be in a better position. Girl, you laid down and decided to procreate with that motherfucking nigga who's a rapist and a murderer. Hello? Did nobody tell you to do that? Now your life is in shambles. Now your life is in shambles. Now your life is in shambles. Nicki is a mess. Nicki is a mess. She is. She is. Anyways. That's all I got to say. Shout out to Onika. Babe, what are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about, Cardi? What are y'all talking about, baby? I don't even know what y'all talking about. And the sad thing about it, when they get done with Nicki and they get ready to, whenever they're done doing whatever they need to get from Nicki, they're going to dispose her. Just like they'll do with the Candace Owens and all the other girls. They don't give a fuck. They just trying to get what they're going to get out of Nicki. And then when they get done with the girl, they'll dispose of her. They will. Well, one thing I was going to talk about on Patreon. Oh, well, what? Stefan had his baby mamas at his home for Christmas. The kids are close in age. It's Cardi. She already knew Offset had 3 kids when they met. Oh, talking about I don't think it was. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about all of it because I was gonna talk about some of this on Patreon. But I don't think it was a big deal that they didn't spend Christmas together. No, I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, the fact of the matter is they got together fast as fuck. He has a whole bunch of kids. What if Cardi didn't want to take her kids around the baby mamas? I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, girl, at the end of the day, like, it's nothing. It's not like. It's not that big. I mean, if you think about the timeline, like, they got together really, really fast. They really don't know each other. He got all these motherfucking kids around the same age. Like, she probably didn't. She probably. I'm not taking my kid. I want my kids to be at my house on Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I don't know. Girl, that ain't nothing compared to what Nicki did. I mean, I don't know. Are y'all trying to make it a Nicki versus Cardi? I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I'm so confused. I don't know. I'm confused. But yeah, I was gonna talk about some of this on Patreon because I had some jokes I wanted to say. Yeah, I didn't think it was a big. I really didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't. Cardi has her own kids, a new baby. Cardi probably didn't want to have her baby around everybody else. I don't know. I mean, it's just like it wasn't that. Honestly, I'm not just saying it. Like, when I saw it, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. It's ghetto as fuck because how Cardi got with the nigga. But the fact of the matter is, they together, they got a baby. You know what I'm like? I feel like sometimes in some scenarios, it's like, girl, like, it's nothing else to talk about. Like, girl, I already came out and said what I said about Cardi. And y'all already know what I said about Cardi and Offset. Hello? Girl. But at some point, it's like, girl, they got the baby is here. Like, does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, at some point, it's kind of like beating a dead horse. Like, okay, who gives a fuck? Like, Cardi and the nigga are together. I guess they together. I don't know. It was ghetto as fuck. She got with the nigga. Girl, it was dumb as hell. But the fact of the matter is, the baby is here. They really, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, and as far as I'm concerned, girl, I don't even know if they together or not. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I was gonna talk a little bit about something else on Patreon. Anyways, what else, y'all? What else? Baby, why I feel like they're not together? Are Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre still together? I swear to God, I thought about that the other day. I don't think they're together. I don't think they were ever together. I thought that shit was a whole stunt in the show to begin with. I really did. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I think that shit was just a stunt in the show. I never looked at Aaron and Tiana as though they were really together. I just didn't. Oh, I saw something about Natalie Nunn. I was gonna talk about that later because I didn't watch the whole video. She said something about Shaq buying her a car. Oh, we already talked about Matt and Anessa. We talked about Matt and Anessa on Patreon, baby. I posted a video today about Matt and Anessa. Anissa, whatever her name is, wearing them low. Well, wearing Anessa low. Hello. Because I'm tired. 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 Yeah, we talked about that on Patreon today. Girl, I told you, I tell y'all don't have to. Girl, because we still gonna kiki over here. But girl, I do post videos on Patreon. So some of the stuff y'all be wanting me to talk about, I done already talked about. I just talked about it on Patreon. You wouldn't know I talked about it because you're not on Patreon. But if you were on Patreon, you would know I talked about it. Hello. But yeah, I talked about Matt and that girl today. This was the let me show y'all the thumbnail. In case y'all want to go. This was the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. Let your man cheat in peace because you're not going anywhere. Can I say something? So I had to drag Anessa, I had to drag Miss Sims just for a little bit because girl, we tired. We tired. Anyways, but yeah. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Cardi and Stefan on Patreon, but I honestly didn't think anything about them spending Christmas together. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I really honestly didn't. Okay. No, girl, I gotta do my people right. I told y'all, girl, on Patreon it's gonna be certain things that I'm just not gonna talk about. Sometimes I will. I will say this much. Sometimes, like if I feel like I want to go more into depth or say more stuff, I will add additional stuff on Patreon. So like sometimes if I talk about, I don't know, like if I talk about Cardi and Nicki, but I don't want to really say what I really want to say. I might go more into detail on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I make videos with stuff I haven't even talked about on YouTube on Patreon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Baby. But no, I see y'all talking about the Stacey interview. I didn't watch the Stacey and Carlos King interview. I didn't watch it. I saw clips online. I almost watched it, but I was like, I don't care. I saw clips online. You know, I saw her calling out Giselle, which she should. Also, the 1,197 people in here, I had a discussion with Taria on her podcast, on her YouTube channel. This right here. So for those who want to go check it out. Part 1 and part 2 are already up. It was a cute conversation. It was almost like 3 hours long. Girl, I was over there tugging on the girls' wigs a little bit. You know, I gotta act like I got some sense. You know, over here I can get gutter snipe. When I'm in my own shit, I can say what the fuck I want to say. Okay? But when I go over to other people's shit, I gotta act like I got some sense. Okay? Girl, I had to act like I had some sense, girl. It was a couple of times I almost started cutting up. And I had to reel myself back. Hello? Okay, girls, it was a few times I almost started the ghetto almost jumped out of me. Girl, I said, girl, bring her back in, girl, bring her back in. You not on your channel, girl. So it was a couple of times the ghetto gutter snipe almost hopped out of me, and I said, girl, you got to bring her back in, girl. You about to start doing too much. Okay, baby. So yeah, but it was fun though. It was fun. We talked about Beverly Hills. We talked about Potomac. You know, we talked about Potomac. We talked about Potomac. We talked about, yeah. We just talked. I think it's time for Ashley to go. They playing a dangerous game. I don't like the way girl, like I said, my discernment is completely off, honey. Because baby, I cannot believe I never thought the day was gonna come where I just looked at Ashley Darby completely different. Like the way I look at Ashley Darby now is just so like not how I used to look at Ashley. Like, I think Ashley is a dangerous girl. I do. Yes, I said dangerous. I said dangerous. Because I didn't want to go here the other day because I'm really trying to watch what I say. Because sometimes I think I be doing too much on my channel, believe it or not, and I try to reel myself back in. But Ashley, low key, girl, I don't even want to say this. Sharice, Ashley, low key, tried to make it seem as though your son didn't have consent when he kissed her. I was drunk and he walked me in my home. And then I reached out and he handed me my car keys and he came in close and kissed me. I didn't want to say nothing because y'all be saying like I be getting too dark sometimes. But girl, y'all don't be wanting to hear the motherfucking truth. Y'all don't be wanting to hear the motherfucking truth. And that's what I don't be wanting to have these conversations. Now I'm about to get pissed off. Girl, I don't be wanting to have these conversations because girl, y'all be playing in my face sometimes acting like what I be saying, I be pulling it out of my ass. Y'all better go back and listen to what the fuck Ashley Darby said. It's a reason Mega Mind love Gollum, peas in a pod. It's a reason Mega Mind love Gollum, peas in a pod. Y'all better go back and listen to what the fuck Ashley said and how she painted the picture. And like I said the other night, Ashley's a motherfucking lie. Ashley wasn't motherfucking drunk. Bitch, let me tell you something, bitch. I'm not drunk, but bitch, I'm gonna be by the end of the night. Okay? Let me tell you something. When you drunk, you can't give a play-by-play on everything that fucking happened. That big-headed heifer gave us a play-by-play on everything. Ashley, how was you that motherfucking drunk if you can tell us exactly what happened? You wasn't that drunk. You were maybe tipsy. You were probably above the alcohol limit to, legally operate a motor vehicle, right? Because I'm going to say something I probably shouldn't say this. Girl, for the real drinkers in the building, girl, you could be above the alcohol. Girl, I shouldn't say that. Watch, I shouldn't say that. Girl, you know your limit. That's all I'm going to say. You know your limit. So even though you might legally be above, you can get your ass home. I should say that. But you know what I'm saying? But Karen was drunk, bitch. Okay? Karen was sloppy drunk. Karen ran into a tree, 2 poles, car caught on fire, bitch. Now, wig sliding back, bitch. Karen was drunk. Hello? Karen was drunk. Ashley was not drunk. Ashley was nowhere near drunk. Ashley probably had one more Corona than she probably should have had. To the point where if she drove herself home and got pulled over by the cops, she would probably be legally above the limit. No, illegally above the limit, above the limit. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? When you said Ashley remembered too many details, I gagged because I didn't watch her on Watch Happens Live. When you said that everything clicked. Yes, when you said Ashley remembered too many details, I gagged because I didn't watch her Watch Happens Live. When you said that everything clicked. Yes, Ashley remembered too many details. There's no way, bitch, you was that motherfucking drunk and you can recall from the time you got off the car, walked up to the stairs, walked to your house, made it inside the house. He reached his hand out, handed you your car keys, pulled you in close. You was a motherfucking lie, girl. Girl, you don't remember all that shit and your ass was drunk. You're lying. You're a goddamn liar. Matter of fact, you don't remember all of that. Girl, this bitch gave us a detailed play-by-play. Girl, bitch, I've been drunk before. I've been drunk before. And I can tell you bits and pieces like, bitch, I don't know, girl. I just know I just made it home. Okay? Bitch, I don't know, girl. I just woke up, girl, and I was like, girl, I don't know what's going on. I've been drunk before. I've been tipsy before. But if Ashley tried to paint the picture as though she was so drunk she couldn't remember stuff, but she did remember. And she also low-key painted Sharice's son as someone who came onto her without her consent because she was under the influence. Hello? That's why I was like, ooh, Ashley girl. Girl, you're nasty. You been nasty. You been nasty. But girl, you're very nasty. And if I was Sharice, I would slap her on one of her motherfucking foreheads. Okay, that's how I wanted to say it. Okay, I said that the other day on Taria's show. I said what I said was I was slapping one of her foreheads. How I really wanted to say it was if I was Sharice, I would have slapped her ass in one of her motherfucking foreheads. That's how I wanted to say it. But you know, I wasn't at my house. I was at somebody else's house, so I had to act like I had some sense. So I had to clean it up a little bit. While we rightly so drag Ashley, I need Stacey to wear Gisela at the reunion for saying keep Stacey away from kids. Cause bitch, what the fuck that mean? Exactly, DeHonda 07. I like even that comment is too much. I heard she addressed some. I saw the clip. She addressed a bit of that on Carlos's podcast about Giselle saying keep her away from kids. Girl. Yes, and trying to act like Angel husband around her girl beating Angel ass. Okay? Pretty much. Ashley needs her ass dragged at that reunion. Not physically. Karen said, now how I get in this? Okay, thank you. Look out for Lauren. Ashley needs her ass dragged at that reunion by Sharice, is she there? By Angel, girl, and I wish Candace could do a girl. I wish Candace could do a call in, girl. I wish Candace could do a call in. You bulbous forehead, you bulbous ass forehead, bitch. I knew not to trust you. I told them hoes not to fuck with you. I hope Wendy called Candace and put that bitch on speakerphone so she can cuss Ashley ass out, girl from my house. You big forehead bitch. I told them hoes not to trust you, bitch. Okay. Bitch, just cuss her ass out. Just cuss her ass out, bitch. Okay? Bitch, I want everybody to tug her ass and girl, cuss her ass out at that reunion. Bitch, Ashley gets on my nerves. Ashley can get that RHOA season 6 special. I know that's right. Ashley just be doing too much. I was like, ugh. Ashley can go. Okay. Ashley can go, girl. Bitch. Bitch. She need her ass cursed out. I think Ashley and Wendy gonna have it at that reunion. Ashley is definitely going after Wendy. Yeah. She's already setting it up. Ashley is definitely going after Wendy. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think if anything, Ashley is gonna make sure that she goes full force for Wendy so that can bring her back the next season. If it goes the way that Ashley wants it to go, she's definitely coming back season 11. But I do think her go card is going to be Wendy, Wendy, Wendy. I'm not mad at it. I mean, girl, it is what it is. But I think Ashley is definitely going to try to work Wendy. Yeah. I think that I hope Angel don't fuck around. Girl, I feel like Angel, I can tell that Angel is still not Angel's sister. If you see this, I'm gonna need, and let me say something. I'm not saying it because it's Wendy. You don't need to go after Wendy. Wendy ain't did shit to you. You let Ashley go after Wendy. Kay gonna go after Wendy, but especially Ashley. Ashley definitely going after Wendy. Angel, you going after Wendy is like not low hanging fruit, but it's like, girl, your beef really need to be with Giselle and Ashley. If we're gonna be honest, you need to leave the Wendy beef alone because you look crazy beefing with Wendy because Wendy ain't really did shit to you, girl. If anything, Angel's beef, she needs to be dragging Ashley and Giselle the whole reunion, especially Giselle. But she gonna come in, I can already tell. She gonna come in trying to drag on Wendy. But girl, I just don't know if that's gonna be the right move. I feel the right move for Angel will be to go after Ashley. Ashley's right move will be to go after Wendy. And then Wendy, girl, she gonna be fighting for her life. Girl, no shade. Girl. And my girl gonna be, girl, no shade. Girl, and then my girl gonna be fighting for her life. Because girl, if Angel go after Wendy, Kay go after Wendy, girl, Ashley go after Wendy, but it's already 3 against 1. You know what I'm saying? So Wendy gonna already be fighting for her life. Because, you know what I'm saying? So girl, so Wendy gonna be fighting for her life. I think Angel just needs to concentrate on Giselle and Ashley. I really do. And then maybe, of course, her and Wendy can have a back and forth. But I could tell, that's all I'm saying. Angel's anger is misplaced going after Wendy. That's all I'm saying. Like, girl, I could see her and Angel having like a back and forth. But at some point, it's like, girl, your anger really is not for Wendy, sister. It's really not. Your anger is not for Wendy. You are mad at Giselle. Just like Monique had misplaced anger, girl. Oh, girl, I'm about to go backwards. Girl, I'm about to go backwards. Girl. I almost went backwards, girl. Oh, shit. Oh, my bad, girl. Girl, I almost went backwards, girl. But yeah, no, but for real though, like, I just feel like Angel has misplaced anger with Wendy. And I noticed that even like a week or two ago when she was spazzing out online, I think she referred, well, I'm assuming, I don't know. She referred to 3 of the girls as witches. And I'm assuming she was talking about Giselle, Ashley, and Wendy. But girl, why are you still mad at Wendy? That's the thing. Like, in real life, Wendy ain't did shit to you. Now, I will say this much. Wendy been tugging on your wig the whole season. She has. But it really was because, Angel, you tugged wigs first. Girl, you tugged her wig first. And then Wendy just said, okay, well, girl, since you want to beef, we're going to have beef for the whole season. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So I get why Angel is still upset, but it don't take away from you swung first and Wendy been swinging back. And then even when we got to Giselle's reasonably shady party, you still was trying to swing and say that Wendy said something she didn't say. And they telling you, girl, I didn't even say that. So it's like, I get it why you mad at Wendy, but girl, it's really your fault. You're gonna have to just swing. You and Wendy gonna have to just argue for a few moments, and then you gonna have to let the Wendy situation go. Because the fact of the matter is, the person who you should be swinging on is Giselle, girl. Girl, Giselle is the one who started all the shit with you, not Wendy. She's reacting, yes. Giselle is the one who said you look like a catfish. Girl. And said it in front of everybody. And you still mad at Wendy. That's the weird shit, Angel. Girl, you gonna get to that reunion and you gonna be aiming after the wrong person. Your best bet is to go after Ashley. And I hate to make this a public game, But the public don't like Ashley. They are ready for Ashley to go. And you have a reason to go after Ashley. It's not like you tugging on Ashley's wig will be unwarranted. You have a reason to go after Giselle. But you so fixated on Dr. Wendy, girl, let it go. Girl, let the mouse go. Like I said, girl, I'm not saying Wendy is above reproach. Wendy is not above getting her ass swung on because she gonna get, because Ashley's swinging on Wendy. Please believe it. And I think, this is what I feel. Now, this is just what I feel. I don't know. I think Ashley is probably nervous. She's on a chopping block. I do. Ashley knows that she ain't got shit going on this season. Ashley knows that the performances at the reunion sometimes play a big part. I think Ashley knows this. Ashley has been doing this for a very long time. I think Ashley is going to come in, girl, swinging Wendy every which way but loose. I think that Kay is going to come in and she's going to be swinging Wendy every which way but loose. Girl, they're going to tag team Wendy. I think Angel should stay out of it. Angel, you should concentrate on Ashley and Giselle. And then Stacey gonna be swinging Giselle every which way. She gonna be swinging Ashley. Well, no, girl, Stacey gonna be swinging Kay. And then Stacey gonna be swinging on Giselle and Kay. And her and Tia gonna have a back and forth too. Even though I'm Team Tia. I'm Team Tia in the Stacey Tia beef. But that's just me. Oh, that might be true. Ashley won't do too much because she knows Potomac is never beating the colorist accusations. I can see that too. But if her back is against the wall, Ashley might come out swinging. Tia gonna go for Stacey. Stacey gonna go for Kay. I think they all gonna swing on Stacey except for Wendy. I think Kay, Giselle, Ashley, Tia. I think they all swinging on Stacey. Stacey gonna be in for the biggest fight of her life. She gonna. It's really gonna be like Kenya. It's gonna be like Kenya Moore, her first season, season 5. Was it season 5? It's gonna be like Kenya Moore's first season when it was Kenya against everybody in the room, including the husbands. Bitch, Kenya was so motherfucking tired. Kenya was over there fanning herself off. Bitch, they had my girl working at reunion, baby. Girl, remember Kenya had her fan? Bitch, Kenya was so motherfucking hot at that reunion, bitch. Kenya was fanning herself off. Girl, Kenya was fighting everybody at that reunion, girl. You know, okay? Bitch. But y'all think Stacey definitely gonna they definitely coming after Stacey. I will say this much. When you think about the mess, they really could. If everybody shows up and does their job, they have the chance to really have a good drama filled. You know, we like the drama. They have the chance to have a good reunion. If everyone shows up and they do what they're supposed to do, and girl start tugging on wigs, girl. We really have a chance to have a good reunion. Because the girls gonna be swinging. They're gonna be banging. Girl, Stacey gonna be banging. Giselle gonna be banging. Just because Giselle not gonna bang. That's a lie. Girl, Giselle not gonna bang. You know, Giselle, she's always a flop at the reunions, girl. Giselle not gonna bang. Girl, but Stacey gonna be banging. Ashley gonna be banging for her job. Wendy gonna be banging because, girl, they gonna be throwing them accusations in her face. Okay? Girl, Angel gonna be banging. Girl, Tia gonna be banging. Girl, the girls gonna be banging. The girls, I'm telling you, the girls are gonna be banging, baby. They banging. They gonna bang. They gonna bang. They just gotta come up, they just gotta show up to work and do it the right way. And not hold back. But I think the girl's gonna show up. I do. I definitely think Angel is showing up. Giselle gonna do the mannequin challenge like she always do. That's all. Like Giselle is another one who just like, girl. I will say this much. I could see Giselle going back and forth with Stacey though. I could. Because Stacey, even though Stacey will read the girls, Stacey doesn't get like Stacey ain't no Candace. Stacey not gonna get gutter with it. Like Giselle really can't handle Candace. Like you can't handle my mouth, motherfucker. Like she really can't handle Candace's mouth because Candace gonna like go gutter. She gonna say, "Girl, you sitting over there with your dwindling uterus." Oh, oh. She gonna stab you right in your stomach. Stacey gonna get the girls together, but I could see Giselle still trying to bang with Stacey, even though she gonna lose. Let me tell you something. The only person I feel like who might hang with Stacey is Tia. Yes. I feel like Tia is the only one who probably could hang with Stacey. Yeah. Giselle can't hang with Stacey. Kay definitely can't hang with Stacey. Girl. Ashley might do a little 1-2. But Giselle gonna be light work. Kay gonna be light work. Ashley might do like just a little, you know. And then Tia. Hey, cousin. It was nice and hot down in Texas last weekend. My heart goes out to Kay for not seeing how unequally yoked Greg is for her. Oh, girl, Danny Webb, 1971, girl. When I tell y'all, bitch, when that motherfucker opened up that box, girl. Girl, he got that girl a picture frame, girl. Girl, he got that girl a picture frame. Girl, he got that girl a picture frame. And she was happy. I would have slapped the shit out of his ass with that picture frame. Girl, I would have got that picture frame and did just like this. Girl, pop. Girl. I would have slapped the shit out of his ass with that picture frame. Girl. A picture frame can be an acceptable gift, but I think it has to be the right timing. Like, I do think it's weird that a marriage conversation is happening, even though I think that Kay is foolish for marrying Greg, but it does not take away from the fact that a marriage conversation is happening, right? Conversations about marriage have been happening, whether it was with you and my mama, me and you, right? And you pop up with a picture frame. You see what I'm saying? I think that that's something you give someone. That's not like nothing. Like, I just think it was, that's why I was like, girl, what the fuck? Like, you really went from looking at engagement rings to handing this lady a motherfucking picture frame. Out of a motherfucking U-Haul box. Talking about I wanted to surprise you. I didn't want you to see it. Girl. That's a Secret Santa gift at work. Girl, he had that shit in a motherfucking U-Haul box. Like he really was doing something. I'm not gonna drag. Let me stop. I already dragged Greg. I'm gonna leave Greg alone. Shout out to Greg. If Kay like it, I love it. Girl, you's a goddamn fool. I would have threw that shit back in them. You ain't gotta accept everything people give you. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You don't have to accept everything that somebody gives you. Motherfucker, if we've been walking around here talking about marriage, girl, why the fuck are you walking up to me, girl, while I'm moving in, giving me a motherfucking picture frame. Then it's pictureless. Talking about this is gonna be our, we can put our first picture. As if, nigga, y'all ain't been together forever. Y'all done lived together, girl, stayed together. Why are you acting like this is y'all first home, the first time moving in together? Like, girl, do you really think, in the grand scheme of things, I'm putting myself in Kay's shoes, because I don't give a fuck. Kay wants to be married, right? It would have looked a lot better if he just would have had the picture frame already on the counter with their picture in it and some roses. I think that would have looked a whole lot better. If he just would have had the picture frame on the counter with some roses, like, oh, I wanted this to be our first picture in our new home. You see what I'm saying? Like, he could have done it in a way where it made sense. Oh, this is the first picture that I wanted to place of us in our new home together. But he went, like, the fact that he went to the lengths that he went to, like, I'm gonna put this in a box. I want, right, like it's ways he could have did it, but the way he did it was so whack to me. Like, you really got some roses and put it in a U-Haul box and was like, I really was trying to surprise you because I didn't want you to see it. And girl, we watched it like, oh shit, like, girl, he about to propose to this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then, girl, we all felt the same way, like, oh, girl, girl, picture frame, like, right, no deed in the frame. Like, he really could have made it a cute moment. He really could have made the picture frame a cute moment, but I think he put too much into it and it took away from it. Like, you're trying to make it seem as though you're doing this over the top gesture for this woman, right? But you're not doing this over the top gesture. Nigga, it's just a picture frame. If Kay would have walked in the house and you would have had roses on the counter and a picture with you and her in it and said, I wanted this to be the first picture in our new home. Boom. Oh, that's cute. But no, you wanted to make it seem as though you were just doing this grand gesture by putting these flowers in a box, getting this gift bag with tissue paper. I got you a gift. I didn't want you to see it. I don't want you to see it. Let me go. Here you go. And we all like, girl, what is this? Girl. And then she opened it up. I'm like, bitch. Girl over here like, bitch, what is, girl, he about to propose to her? And I'm like, bitch, I'm thinking about it, that's a big ass motherfucking gift bag for a ring. Girl, you know, like, for the most part, they had a ring in their pocket or something. I'm like, that's a big ass gift bag for a ring, but okay, girl, whatever. And girl, she opened it up and girl, it's a motherfucking picture frame. I said, oh, girl. Girl, I said, girl. I said, girl. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Girl, Kay, if you don't throw that motherfucking picture frame in the motherfucking trash, girl. Girl, if you don't throw that motherfucking picture frame in the motherfucking trash, girl, and get your bags and get your ass back to that condo in Baltimore on the other side of town. Girl, you got this girl a picture frame. You done did all of this like you really doing. When I tell you, girl, when I tell you, baby, niggas will do the bare minimum if you let them. Girl, niggas will do the bare minimum if you let them. And girl, Kay, it's your motherfucking fault. Now I'm about to tug on your wig, Kay. Kay, it's your motherfucking fault because you sat there and tried to act like you was just so excited for a motherfucking picture frame. Girl, you should have cut up and told him, what is this? Nigga, we've been talking about marriage. And my mama told me y'all went and look for rings. And you couldn't have got me some cute earrings, a nasty watch, a bracelet. Girl, you accepting the bare minimum, Kay? That's why he doing shit like that. That was so embarrassing to me. It really was. It was so embarrassing to me. And it was embarrassing when you even think about how it led up to it. Like, that's another thing, too. When you look at the timeline, it's not only that he bought you a picture frame, girl. Us as the viewers, we don't know what's about to happen. But we do know that your nigga was at that motherfucking jewelry store looking at $2 million rings with your motherfucking mama and your BFF. We do know that. So all we know, and this I can't talk for everybody else, I can only talk for me. All I know is that in my head, I just saw the nigga looking at $2 million rings with your mama and your good Judy. Hello? So in my head, I'm thinking the nigga about to propose. You see what I'm saying? I'm going by the timeline. This motherfucker go get a U-Haul box. Girl. When I say he had a U-Haul box, yeah, I'm about to get pissed off. I'm about to get pissed off. Girl, that nigga had a U-Haul box. Girl, that nigga had a U-Haul box that looked like he had it in the closet and then took it out the closet, took whatever miscellaneous shit he had in it, put it to the side, then put the roses in the bag in the box and was like, I wanted to hide. I didn't want you to see it. I wanted to hide. I wanted it to be a surprise. Talk about, motherfucker talking about, see, now I'm about to start dragging. This is exactly why I don't like coming to girl. Now I'm about to start dragging his ass. Motherfucker talking about like Mr. Big. You ain't nowhere like Mr. Big, nigga, because Mr. Big, bitch, not only got carry a motherfucking condo, he also got that bitch a big ass closet. Do you hear me? Okay? Girl, and not only did he get her a condo, he got her a nasty condo on the good side of town. Bitch, a penthouse condo, bitch. Hello? Talk about Mr. Big. You ain't no Mr. Big. Talk about Mr. Big. Bitch, we know Mr. Big wasn't shit either. That was one time Mr. Big wasn't shit. Big, y'all know Big. We call him Mr. Big. Mr. Big. What Big from, I think he was talking about, I don't know, but I think he was talking, well, you know what, I don't know if he was. It popped in my, when he said Big, I thought about Sex in the City. But he could have been talking about, what you doing, Mr. Big? Girl, I thought the song with Kelly Price and Ronald Isley and that nigga who was locked up for messing with children. Hello? Allegedly. I know allegedly, girl. Hey, Mr. Big, how you doing, Mr. Big? What the hell is going on? What do you mean, what's going on? Girl, yeah. Anyways, okay. Bitch, she sure was, girl. The best thing that ever happened to Carrie was when Big fucked around and died and went to glory, baby. Miss Thing came across an old nasty insurance policy, baby. Okay. Because that's the best thing that ever happened to that ghetto-ass relationship. That was a ghetto-ass relationship, too. Carrie and Big, that shit was gutter snipe. When I tell you that was the most ghetto, when I tell you that was a ghetto-ass relationship I had ever seen on TV, but why she on the after show trying to goof the girls? Niece said, we the viewers are thirsty for the marriage. She's happy. Like, huh? That's what she said? Oh, sister. See, I don't watch the after show. Let me say this, Kay. We're not thirsty for the marriage because quiet as this cup, we really don't give a damn about you or Greg. Let's start there. No shade. Girl, I'm not trying to be funny, Kay. Kay, I like you, but Kay, girl, nobody gives a fuck about you or Greg relationship. That's the real guy. Like, nobody's thirsty over Greg. Like, you know how, like, some of the girls, you be like, oh my God, they got married. Oh my God, they together. Like, nobody is over here talking about Kay and Greg's relationship unless we're talking about how Kay is being embarrassed by Greg. You see what I'm saying? You see? Like, that's the only reason why we're even talking about the relationship is because it's the embarrassment that comes with the relationship. It's not like people envy, jealous, or even seek out to have that type of relationship because it's been embarrassing since the beginning. And that's not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. I swear to God, I'm not. But it's just the truth. Like, Kay is the one who came in acting as if she did not care about marriage. Do y'all not remember that? Kay is the one who came in acting as if she was the rich auntie who didn't care about marriage. But I clocked Kay. This is what I think happened with Kay. I think Kay very much cares so about marriage. I think she definitely wants to be married. I think what happened was is when she got with Greg, Greg didn't want to be married because he had just got a divorce. So I think that in order for her to stay with Greg, she said, "Oh, I don't care about marriage either." That's why it's weird now about all this marriage talk because you so up and down, girl, you pretty much didn't give a fuck about being married. Now it's like the switcheroo. So I can see why Greg might be a little apprehensive, a little taken aback because it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Where is this coming from? Why are you so pressed about marriage now? I really feel like that's what happened. Kay has always cared about marriage. I think she tried to sweep it under the rug when she got with Greg. And I think that Greg didn't want to be married. And so because Greg didn't want to be married, she said that she didn't want to be married. But I think she's always wanted to be married. And now it's starting to come out. And Greg is kind of just like, not to say what Greg is doing is right, but he's kind of prolonging it in a way because it's like, okay, let me get you a picture frame that'll hold you off for a little bit more. But I don't think it's. I think that I don't think anybody cares about Greg and Kay being married. I don't think anybody's even invested in their relationship. If anything, we're looking at it because, girl, you keep being embarrassed by Greg. Like the motherfucker really went and got you a picture frame after he looked at $2 million rings with your mama and your good Judy. You see what I'm saying? And that's no shade. That's really no shade. That's really no shade. Girl, that's like no shade. But shout out to Kay though. Every kiss begins with Kay. Girl. Kay girl, you accepting a bare minimum, girl. And I hate that for you. I do. Anyways, y'all. I'm about to go. It's 1:00 in the morning. I've been on here for what, 2 hours? Y'all like living in Atlanta? For everybody, look out for Lauren, Faith, Love, Life, and Style. All the girlies and boys who are on here who live in Atlanta. Do y'all like living in Atlanta? Because I just hear it's too much traffic. I hear it's traffic. Do y'all like Atlanta? That's what I want to know. Kinda. No, I just got here. It's not what it used to be. Oh, except the traffic. Oh, girl. Well, I lived there in my 20s. It was fun. I know one of my friends, one of my old coworkers, She was from Columbus. Girl, it's not DC. It's not. Is anything worse than LA traffic? I've only been to LA one time. I do remember it being like midnight and us being stuck in traffic though. It was like midnight. I stayed downtown and I was headed to West Hollywood. It wasn't like it was we didn't we were only it was traffic for probably like I said like 5 or 10 minutes. It wasn't like long, but it was still traffic nonetheless. And I was like, why is the traffic so motherfucking late? Atlanta is full. They keep building apartments. That's how I feel about Houston. I swear, every time I look up, girl, they building some type of motherfucking apartment. I know. I heard LA traffic is horrible. One of my bosses, when I used to work at Nordstrom, she used to live in LA, and she said that she would drive her car. Listen to what the fuck I'm about to say. Right now, I think you would like Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you, Holly Protected. She would drive her car, and then once she got to a certain spot, she said she would park her car on the side of the road or somewhere, and then her son would already be there, and then they would walk home. Hello? Do you hear what I just said? And then when the traffic went down, she would walk back and get her car because she said it was just easier that way. I said, girl, it was some weird ass story she said. I said, girl, what the fuck? But I do remember her telling us that she would like park her car because it would just be easier. It would just be quicker to just walk home. I said, oh girl. At least you got your steps in. Okay. I heard the girls in Atlanta or something else. I don't have it in me to be the bigger person. Child. We do have terrible traffic in LA. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. But like I heard the traffic in Houston is horrible too. But I heard the traffic in LA is horrible. I remember I went to DC, girl. It took me like 45 minutes. I think I was like 3 miles up the road from my hotel. And it took me about 45 minutes to get back to it was Halloween. I think it was Halloween night. It was something going on. Baby, it took me about 45 minutes to get back to my hotel. I said that was the worst drive ever. Worst. Ugh. I remember one of my Uber drivers telling me that if you move to DC, don't move to DC, move to the outskirts. He said unless you like being in traffic. I don't know, but I remember him telling me that to move on the outskirts. Anyways, I don't know, girl. I'm just asking questions. Here we go, girl. You know, girl, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I gotta figure out some stuff. Atlanta would be cute, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know, child. I gotta figure out my life. I'm definitely moving. I'm moving. Well, I know I'm moving from this apartment. That is 100%. Me being in this apartment when my lease is up, that's not even up for discussion. It's 100% factual. I'm moving. I just don't know where. That's the thing. My time here is done. I'm done with this apartment complex. I'm done with this apartment. I'm ready to move. I'm over it. I'm done. It's a wrap. The only thing is I just got to figure out what I'm gonna do. Okay? I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. That's the biggest thing. I'm tired. I'm tired of this apartment complex. I just am. Ugh. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun when I moved over here, but now it's time to go. And then plus, I don't even feel like. That motherfucker dog. I haven't seen a dog since the last time I seen it, but I'm thinking it's still around here. I haven't seen it. I'd be so scared too. The only thing is like DC. I don't know if they do this in Atlanta, but DC, girl, you gotta pay for your parking. I told y'all that. Well, y'all already know the girls who live in DC in apartments. Girl, you have to pay for your parking. Girl, I ain't never heard no shit like that a day in my life. Bitch, I remember when I was going to transfer, the parking was like $175. And then another apartment, it was like $350. Girl, so park my car. Girl, so park my car. Girl, it's not free. So I have to pay to park my car. Girl, to park your car in my apartment complex is free, baby. I pay $15. I pay $15 for a reserved parking spot. I have a parking spot where I can park anywhere in the apartment complex for free, but I also chose to pay $15 a month for a reserved parking spot. So just in case if I have company over, like my mama, my sister, my friends, I know I automatically have a spot for them to park their car. But girl, I don't pay. Girl, you don't be paying for stuff like that down here in Houston, girl. I can't talk for nobody. I can't speak for nobody else. Apartment complex today, girl. Today drained me. Thank you, Dr. Danny B. Girl, I'm in Houston, Texas, the fourth largest city in the goddamn country. And girl, girl, I don't live in no. Some places you might have to pay to park here, but not my apartment. Girl, my apartment is free. That's why I was like, I have never heard of paying to pay to park a car until I started looking for apartments in DC. I had never heard of that a day in my life. I swear to God. Never. I have heard, I just told a lie. There's one apartment complex here, before I moved here, your first parking spot is free, but if you had two people in your apartment if you had a second car, it was $75. I remember when she told me that, I was like, oh girl, what? Now it didn't matter because girl, I was gonna be the only one moving there. But that was the first time I had ever heard of that. Where you get we give you one free parking spot, but if there's an additional, car you need, it's $75. But for the most part, girl, I ain't never heard of no motherfucking I live in Dallas and our parking is free. They only charge for a garage. Yes. Like if you want like a garage or something, a reserved parking spot, you might have to pay for it. But baby, all that paying to park shit, that shit don't happen here. Girl. I had not you gonna get you girl, we don't pay to park. Girl. Like I said, unless I have a reserved parking spot that's $15 a month. 15. Not 300. Girl, not 175, not 375, not 350. Girl, it's $15, and that's just because a spot I have just in case, like I said, if I have someone over, it ain't gonna be no man, but if my mama or somebody comes over, sister, and there's no parking spots on the street, then I know I always have a reserved parking spot. So I'll never have that problem. But baby, I don't pay shit. I don't pay shit to park. Nothing. I said, baby, this is some crazy shit. That was the biggest, not the biggest, that was that was one of the biggest things. That was one of the biggest things that shocked me when I was looking for apartments in DC. Bitch, that's damn near a car note. So hold up, bitch. So I gotta pay car note, insurance, and I gotta pay to park my car at the complex I live in? And it's gonna be what? How much? To park my car. To park my car at the complex that I live in, I have to pay to park. Oh, girl. 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 I think the cheapest I found in DC was this apartment in, was it Alexandria? Alexandria. It was a nice apartment, and the parking I think was like 150 or 175. But the one apartment that I was gonna actually move to, because at one point I was gonna transfer, and I was like, I'm not transferring. I'm just gonna go get another apartment. The one apartment I was actually gonna move to, I think that one was it 300 or 350? I think it was 300. I think it was 300. And I was just like, ooh, girl, this is just, girl. I was like, I don't know. Girl, because it's like, your rent, my rent was going to be going up. So my rent is going up. And then, bitch, I got to pay $300. I was like, girl, I'm going to have to start an OnlyFans page. Bitch, I'm going to have to start an OnlyFans page. Girl. Did I say Alexandria? Not Alexandria. Arlington. Where is the airport at? Where is the airport at? Okay. I'm going to try to get to Atlanta soon. Arlington. I said Alexandria. No, not Alexandria. I said Alexandria. Yes, I saw an apartment in Arlington. Yes, that's what. Yeah, not Alexandria. I think that's where Ashley lives. That's where Ashley lives. No. Yes, I saw an apartment in Arlington. Arlington. I saw an apartment that was real cute. And it was like walkable. It was by a grocery store. I think it was even by a mall too. I think it was like by a Macy's. It was like real walkable. I was like, oh, this is cute. And I think the parking was only like 150, 175. I was like, okay, that's actually not that bad in comparison to the other motherfuckers. But yeah, that parking shit, girl, girl, that was new. That was news to my ears. I have never heard of no shit like that a day in my life. No, I had never heard of no shit like that. Garages, yes. Garages, reserved parking spots, maybe even an additional parking spot. But like, just to pay to park your car, I ain't never heard no shit like that before. I said, oh, girl. I literally remember telling one of my best friends, and he was like, oh, girl, he was like, I got to pay for parking at my apartment and so. Girl, that was his first, girl, we don't do those shit like that down here in Texas. Y'all hoes paying a car note to park your car. Bitch, $300? That's a lot of money, y'all. I think, what's so crazy? I think it's a lot because I'm not used to that. For the girls who are used to that, that's not a lot. Some of y'all already know who probably born and raised in the city where that happens, DC, I'm assuming Los Angeles, I don't know. But I ain't never heard of no shit like that before. Never. Like, I had never heard of a one-in-one washer and dryer till I was looking at apartments in New York. Girl, I need a. Why is a dishwasher? Why is a dishwasher in the kitchen, baby? That's a washer and a dryer. Girl, where's the washer and the dryer at? That's the washer and the dryer. No, where's the washer and the dryer at? That is a washer, baby. That's a dishwasher. Where is the full-size washer and dryer? That's the type of shit they be having in New York. I ain't never seen no one-in-one a day in my life. Girl, I said, bitch, what is that? Bitch, what is that? I can't stand it. I want to move to New York so bad, but I just hate the way they do y'all in New York. It's no shade. I hate the way they do y'all in New York. They don't do y'all right. They don't do people right. That I don't think they do people right. Coming from Chicago, moving to Atlanta was the best decision for me, even though it's a different now, especially for my career and mental health. I know that's right. Oh, so I need to move to Atlanta. You know, back in the day, girl, Atlanta was my spot, baby. It's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, like New York, I just feel like, girl, like I feel like in order to live in New York, you gotta be, girl. That's what I'm saying. That's how I feel too. I could never do New York unless I was filthy rich. That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, it's so crazy how like, I don't know. It's just crazy the way, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to say, I don't know. Like the way those apartments be, like I love looking at apartments in New York. I was looking at this apartment, this one man I follow. Girl, it's like I swear I feel like this is what happens in New York. I feel like the people in New York, they just find a building and they just turn the building. That I just feel like they turn the rooms in the building. What's up, Ebony? I just feel like they turn the rooms in the building to an apartment. If that makes sense. And they just make it, they just throw some shit together. Like I saw like literally, I saw an apartment you walked in, to the right it was a studio. It was a big open space. And then to the left, it was the kitchen. You had to walk into the kitchen and the bathroom was literally in the kitchen. Like the whole bathroom, the shower, the bathroom, the shower, the toilet, girl, what? I remember seeing one apartment where the bathroom was down the hallway. Those apartments in New York be crazy as fuck to me. I'm not trying to be funny and disrespect none of y'all who live in New York, but those apartment layouts be in fucking sane. Girl. Like in fucking sane. I like the shit that I be seeing in New York, I don't see nowhere else. And it be, girl, $2,700. Girl, $2,900. $3,000. One time I saw a layout, the shower was on one end. It was like a room with a shower. What's up, Kim? Shout out to Kimberly Cruz. Yes. The shower was on one end and like the toilet, like the layouts be insane. Like they be insane. Like I have never seen a washer and a dryer combination in the kitchen where the dishwasher would go. And I'd be like, girl, what? It's like, girl, like I don't know, girl, but yeah. So New York, I just feel like I can't do New York unless I'm rich. Girl, I need to be making that fucking Aniva money. Okay, I need to be making about 50,000. Okay, how much he said he was making at one point down to YouTube 50,000. However much he said. One of my friends that have a sink. I believe it. I just that like the like the it's almost weird how how it's legal for them to rent out those apartments the way that they look. Girl, I know damn well y'all not renting out that apartment. Bitch, the bathroom is not even in the apartment. The bathroom is down the hallway. Girl, what the fuck is that? So the apartment doesn't even have a bathroom. The bathroom is down the hallway. Girl, you can get the fuck out of my face. It's shit like that piss me off. Girl, baby, that's the Kim Cruz. Yes, the Kim Cruz that sings down. Yes, ma'am, that's her, the one and only. The girls who know. The Kim Cruz that sings down. Yes, ma'am, the voice Kim Cruz. Yes, that Kim Cruz, baby. Okay. It's just weird to me. Like, it's just weird to me when I look at apartments in New York and I'm like, girl, this really is legal. Like, the layouts of these apartments don't make sense most of the time. Girl, not most of the time, but the layouts to some of those apartments just don't make sense. Have I seen half bathrooms close to the kitchen? Yes, all the time. Girl, that happens here in Houston, in people's houses. You know how like your kitchen might be over here, but then you might like have a powder room over here. I see that happen all the time. That's not a big deal to me. But girl, how is it that girl, the whole entire bathroom is right? Like, well, you know what it looked like? It was a pantry room. I swear to God, I'm not lying to y'all. It looked like it was a pantry room, and then they transformed it into the bathroom. That's exactly what it looked like. Girl, it looked like it didn't have a bathroom, and so they took the pantry closet and then made it into the bathroom. I said, girl, this is some ghetto ass shit. Girl, this is some gutter snipe. And girl talking about the rent is only $2,850. $2,850? Girl, I just got pissed off. So yeah, New York ain't gonna happen. The moral of the story is New York ain't gonna happen no time soon. Because when I move to New York, I need to live how I need to live. Like, this is my thing, right? Some stuff I know I'm okay with. I'm okay, even though I complain about not having a lot of space, I realize that if I move to certain places, I'm not gonna have a lot of space. So I'm okay with that. So like if I move to DC, I know I might either be in a 1-bedroom or a studio, depending on where I live. I'm okay with that. I know that if I ever move to New York, I would probably be in a studio. I would be okay with a studio. I know if I live in Texas, I can live in a 1-bedroom apartment. You see what I'm saying? If I move to Atlanta, I can move to a 1-bedroom apartment. If I move to LA, I would probably be in a studio. So I'm okay with knowing, I know what I'm gonna get if I move to certain places. But it's one thing for me to live in a studio. It's another thing for me to live in a studio where, girl, I live on the 8th floor and it's walk up only. Girl, my bathroom is the pantry closet and my dishwasher, washer, and dryer is a 3-in-1. Pretty much. Okay. Now I just made that up with a 3-in-1. But girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm not living like that. I'm not living like that. I'm not living like that because the thing is it's no shade to the people who live like that. Like, I don't have to be in New York. I want to be in New York. I would love to live in New York for a few years just to say, oh my God, I lived in New York. I think it would be fun. I think it would just be, not even to say it, but I just would love to experience New York in that way, to just live there. but I don't have to live in New York. I think it's one thing when you're born and raised in New York, you kind of expect what you expect. But because I know how I can live, okay, and I know I can't get this apartment in New York. I know damn well I couldn't afford this apartment nowhere in New York. Not right now. I can afford it here. I can afford it in Atlanta. I can afford it in Dallas. I couldn't afford this apartment in New York. So, girl, until I can get to the point where I can afford something that I like, that's cute, even if it's a studio, it's cute. I got a full-size washer and dryer. Hello. I'm okay with a studio. I need my bathroom to look like a bathroom. I need my kitchen to look like a kitchen. Until I can live like that, girl, my ass can't be in New York. Not right now. Mm-mm. But I want to be in New York so bad. I think it would be so fun. I can move to New York right now, but I know I would be living like above the bodega. Girl, ain't nothing wrong with living above the bodega. Let me be very clear. I don't want nobody to think I'm shaming. But girl, I know I would have to live above the bodega, baby. Girl, my apartment gonna be 117 square feet. Rent gonna be $2,900. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, and I wouldn't even be happy. And another thing too, this is the thing, right? I spend a lot of time at my apartment. I do. So if I'm gonna be at my apartment a lot, I feel like I need to make sure that I like my apartment. I think it would be different if I didn't spend time in my apartment and I was always on the go. But I spend a lot of time in my apartment. If I'm gonna be in my apartment, I need my apartment to be what I want it to be. And if I can't get it to what I want it to be, I need it to be close to what I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too, girl. Y'all got rats, and that's another thing too. Girl, I heard the rats was bad in DC. I don't really see that many rats like I see when I go to DC versus like when I go to New York. Even though one of my friends said they think the rats are worse in DC than New York. I was like, girl, what? I've seen a few rats in DC, but girl, New York rats, girl, it's no shade to the girls who live in New York. I think all y'all got rats in y'all apartments. Girl, none of y'all say. Girl, it's no shade. I'm not trying to say y'all dirty and nasty, because it's not y'all fault. Girl, it's not y'all fault. Girl, it's not your fault. But girl, all y'all got rats in y'all apartments. I don't care what none of y'all say. Because girl, this is how I look at it. If Madonna got rats, you got rats. Okay, bitch? Madonna had a whole rat girl scurry across her motherfucking girl. I mean, Madonna over there, bitch. Hello. All in DC, rats hang out near all the national monuments. But I don't never I remember I did see a rat one time. Like I've seen a few rats in DC. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not like common like how I see them like in DC in New York. So is it just the national monuments? Or are they like everywhere? I guess you just told me. We don't have rats in our apartments. Girl, I feel like y'all do, sister. I'm not trying to say y'all do, but I feel like y'all do. Girl, I feel like y'all got rats in y'all apartments. Girl, I'm just saying, sister. Don't get mad at me, sister, because I don't know. But I just feel like everybody got rats in their apartments because it's too many rats in New York. Girl, and when I saw that rat in Madonna's house, I said, Madonna got rats. Girl, everybody got rats. Everybody got rats. I don't care. And that's why I feel like I can't move into no old apartment because the probability of me getting a rat is like gonna be high. I just don't know, girl. Them rats in New York be scaring the shit out of me, and they be like, girl, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears. Okay, but I'm scared of loving. I'm not scared to avoid out a sold out affair. Girl, that's how the motherfucking rats in New York be looking like lion, tigers, and bears on my Jasmine Sullivan, girl. Bitch. 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 Okay. If you have mice, it means you don't have roaches. I learned that living in New York. Okay. But yeah, girl, that's one of the biggest things too, girl. It's those rats in New York, girl. It's like, I don't know, like in the way y'all, I don't know. I just feel like people in New York, y'all be so used to it because y'all act like y'all don't have rats. Girl, not in y'all houses. I'm just saying the way that people in New York act like y'all don't have rats, just like walking down the street. Like, it's been times where, like, I remember, girl, me and my sisters was spazzing out. Like, y'all look at us like we crazy when we hollering and screaming. Girl, y'all don't see all these motherfucking rats? Like, y'all don't be seeing them rats just walk down the street? And girl, y'all looking at us. That's how I know the girls. I think that's how they know we out of town. Because we hollering and screaming. I remember one time when me, my sister, and my brother-in-law, thank you, Building New 53, thank you so much. I remember one time me, my sister, and my brother-in-law went to New York. Girl, it was like late, girl. We was out drinking and all types of carrying on, child. It was probably like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was real late. It was late. And it was a bar still open. It was a bar still open, serving food and drinks. And so it was like, oh, let's go to this bar. We was Googling stuff. Baby, we walk into the motherfucking bar. Baby, I'm telling y'all, excuse me. Baby, I'm telling y'all about 10 motherfucking rats just shot across the concrete. Baby, when I tell you me and my sister got to hollering and screaming, girl! Ooh. Ooh. Girl, them rats be killing me, girl. I don't have time. That's what I'm saying, girl. Oof, girl, them rats be killing me in New York. Them rats, like, y'all be acting like y'all don't have rats, and I don't like that. Girl, y'all be acting like, shout out to all my New York girls and boys. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, girl, because I want to live there with y'all too. But girl, y'all be acting like y'all don't have rats, and I don't like that because y'all be acting like what I be saying, like I'm just pulling this shit out of my ass. Bitch, it is rat motherfucking city in New York. You hear me? It is rat motherfucking city. I think I've been to New York one time where I did not see a rat. I think. One time. I've been to New York. You know, that's my girl. Okay. I've been to New York about between 8 and 10 times. I say about 8 times. I've been to New York a few times. And I'll say I probably didn't see rats one time. Out of all the times I've been. And bitch, when I see them hoes, I see them hoes. It don't just be like one. But I love New York though. Oh, that's the thing, girl. I love New York. Even with everything I just said, now it sound like I'm a hating ass hoe. Okay, bitch. Now it sound like I'm a hating ass hoe. Girl, you just hate, bitch. You just mad because you can't live here. Oh, girl, now I sound like a hating ass bitch. Okay, I do sound a little haterish. I do sound a little hater. I do sound like a hater. I do. Cause bitch, if I really could move to New York tomorrow, bitch, I'd be right there with y'all, bitch, rats and all, bitch. I would, bitch. If I could find an apartment that I like that was up to my standards, bitch, I'd be right there with y'all motherfuckers in New York, girl, having the time of my life. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to get to New York. I'm gonna get there one day. And I'm gonna have me a cute apartment. But today ain't the day, baby. Today is not the day. Today is definitely not the day. And I know people may be like, oh, move to New Jersey. See, that's the thing, right? I know this is gonna sound crazy. If I move to New York, I wanna be in New York. Or Brooklyn, right? But I really would want to be like Harlem, was it Greenspoint? Is it Greenspoint, Williamsburg? I don't want to be in Jersey. I want to be in New York. But see, if I move to DC, I don't necessarily need to be in DC. Because, like, Arlington is like 15 minutes away. And I know Jersey not that far either. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I got something in my head. Ooh, baby, I know. I heard Harlem is bad with rats. Oh, girl, that's what I done seen them. But I heard Harlem was actually, I remember watching a news conference on how bad the rats are in Harlem. That's what I heard. Y'all know, ooh, I hate to say this, girl. You know it's so sad. I had went to this bar. I went to go meet one of my friends at a bar when I was in New York the last time. And girl, y'all know what's a nice area? Like it's sad, but it's like you could tell the difference by just how the streets looked compared to like Harlem. It's no shade, because I would live in Harlem. Cause that's what, girl, what a niggas at? Okay. What a niggas at? Harlem, okay? We fly high, no lie. Harlem, yes! Come on, shout out to the niggas, baby. That's why I want to be where all the brown people at, baby. No, but for real, God, I will live in Harlem though. But yeah, girl, Soho, is it Soho, Tribeca? Is it Soho, Tribeca? Girl, I think it was Soho, like Soho, Tribeca area, like Gramercy Park, all that. Girl, that's a clean. I think that's the area that we was passing by because I was looking at my map. You know, girl, I be looking at my girl. You know, I don't be trusting the Uber driver. Girl, I be trying to figure out where we at. Girl, it was a nice area. Girl, you could just look at like the streets, like it just looked different. But I know, girl, it's pricey to live over there too. Pricier. Because, girl, qualities of scuff, it's pricey to live everywhere. And you got Mission 40 blocks. Girl, you know I don't know nothing about no New York. Hello. Who carry knives? Who carry knives, girl? Who? Who carry knives? But yeah, I forgot. I don't know where it was, but I think it was like Soho, Tribeca area. Is that two different? Is that the same area? You know, I don't know. But it was just clean. I was like, oh girl, girl. It's sad, but I was like, girl, this must be where the money at. Okay, girl, no shame, but I was like, girl, this must be where the money at, girl, cause. Girl, this looked completely different, girl. I barely saw trash on the motherfucking street. Girl, I saw a couple of trash bags, if that. Girl, I saw stores everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, you in a different part of town. Okay. You could tell when you're in a different part of town. Hello? But yeah, if I moved to New York, I would want to live in Harlem. Even though I know Harlem, people say that rats are very, very. Oh, she said the rats carry knives. No, okay. But I said if I moved to New York, I would want to live in Harlem because I just love Harlem. I do. I love Harlem. I do. I love Harlem. Every time I go to Harlem, I feel like I'm at home. I do. I love Harlem. But I would want to live in Harlem, or I could live in Brooklyn somewhere. But I don't want to live in Jersey. I don't know why I don't want to live in Jersey. I don't know why I don't want to live in Jersey. I don't know why. I want to live in Harlem or either Brooklyn somewhere. That's it. And I feel like it would be more affordable for me to live in Harlem versus like a Chelsea. I don't know. Y'all let me know because I don't know. I'm not no New York girlie. I don't know the prices. But I feel like when you start to look at like places like areas like Chelsea, like the financial district, like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Harlem can still get pricey. I saw some prices. They can still get up there. But I feel like you know, if I ever moved to Harlem, I could find something very cute in Harlem. The rats and squirrels in Harlem will rob you. Ooh, girl, that's what I'm saying. I heard the rats are bad in Harlem. I know that's where Ryan lived. A lot of Brooklyn neighborhoods are more expensive than Manhattan now. I believe it. That's Ryan with his fine white ass. That's a fine ass white. He is so motherfucking fine to me. Y'all know Ryan Serhant. Ryan from Millionaire Listing. Is he still with his wife? He was so cute. He is like he fine. He like cute, but he fine. Like he cute and fine at the same time. Like he not like gorgeous. He not gorgeous, but he like cute and fine. I don't know. He got like a real sarcastic, kind of like a dry sense of humor. I love Ryan. Anyways, they still together? Okay. I know he bought a house in Brooklyn. Remember he had a spinoff show? I don't know. Some of y'all might not know who I'm talking about. But I love the gray hair. Oh, girl, man, Ron is so motherfucking cute to me, girl. Oh, Ron was always cute to me, girl. Like I said, he has a very dry sense of humor. Anyways, he used to be on Millionaire Listing. He has a show on Netflix now. I haven't watched it. But I remember he bought a house in Brooklyn and like renovated the whole house. Him and his wife. I think his wife is what was her name? Amelia. But yeah. Once I kind of get my money together and I make it to that next level, then hopefully I can move to New York. Like I would not lay down my root. I wouldn't buy a house in New York because like when I'm ready, if I ever buy a house, I would probably buy a house in Houston. Because, girl, I just feel like you can get your bang for your buck in Houston. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can get your bang for your buck in Houston. You can't get your bang for your buck in New York. Bitch, you can't get girl, y'all be spending an arm and a leg, girl. When I say I be looking, girl, it be the craziest shit to me. Girl, this shit should be illegal. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. I'm not changing my mind. Why, girl, you mean to tell me a 1-bedroom apartment is $1.7 million? Girl, what the fuck? You mean a 1-bedroom apartment, talking about 717 square feet? Look at these amazing views. Girl, it's a 1-bedroom apartment, girl. And it's the additional fees, the monthly fees be $1,500 on top of, girl, what the fuck? Girl, it literally be apartments that look like mine. Girl, and that 1.7 be on the low end. Yes! I be like, bitch, this shit got to be illegal. Girl, like, bitch, girl, it be apartments that look like mine. That be $1.3 million. Girl, what? Girl. I don't. Girl, I would have to be filthy rich. Like I would have to live in New York for me to do some shit like that. Like I would have to be like the Don Lemon of YouTube, where I'm making just buku money and I have to be in New York. Like I have to be here because this is where I work at for me to do some shit like that. Like I could never see myself spending that much money on an apartment. I just don't see it. Like it would have to be because money ain't a thing and I just have to be in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like I just be like, girl, how much your house costs? My apartment costs $1.7 million. How much your house costs, girl? $1.7 million. Where you live, girl? Chelsea. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's nice. It's cozy, girl. Cozy. It was $1.3 million. Girl, I can't, girl, baby, please. Girl, I come to Houston, give me a nasty townhouse for about 200,000, gut it out, girl. Gut that hoe out, and girl, be living me a nasty, girl, I'm not doing all, girl, just give me a townhouse. I'll be okay with a town. And quiet as it's kept, I don't even need a townhouse. Girl, I just really want me a little condo in the sky. But I just some stuff I'm just not. Some stuff I just can't. Some stuff I like that. Like New York really is meant for rich people, girl. Like, and not even rich bitch, wealthy bitch. Because, like I said, girl, when I see apartments on sale, or not on sale, but when I see apartments, I guess on sale, girl, and I see apartments for like $1 million, that shit is insane to me. And it really do be 1-bedroom apartments. The girls know I'm not. The girls who look at, girl, I look at stuff like this. So the girls who live in New York and the girls who know, it be 1-bedroom apartments, $1.2 million. A 2-bedroom apartment, girl, then the two bedroom be 2.3. Girl, what? Girl, that's a lot. Girl, that's a lot. And they be saying it like it ain't nothing. And this is the gag. The way they be saying it is like it's nothing. Girl, this lovely 1-bedroom apartment, beautiful skies, only $1.2 million. No, they don't even say million. 1.2. They leave out the million. Girl, 1.2. 1.2 what? Bitch, I can go to Houston. Bitch, and damn near buy a mansion. Okay? Bitch, I can move to Katy. Bitch, Missouri City. Bitch, and damn near buy a mansion for $1.2 million, girl. Okay? Bitch, I could probably move I could probably go to Kingwood, New Caney, bitch, Missouri City, bitch, Katy, and buy a mansion for $1.2 million, girl. Don't get it twisted. She can get real pricey in Houston. Because you go right around the corner, girl, some of them houses be $1 million, and you be like, oh, girl. The Heights area, girl, they should get real kind of. You'll think their house is not that expensive, but them houses be high as fuck, millions and millions of dollars. But it's a house though. To me, it's no shade. I just think it's a difference between a house and an apartment. I mean, I know you own the apartment, but I'm sorry, that's just it's just a difference to me. There's a difference between a house, girl, and an apartment. It is a big ass difference with me saying I have a 3-bedroom house, 3-bath, 4-bedroom house, 4. You know what I'm saying? Versus I got a 1-bedroom apartment for 1.4. Girl, what? Girl. Oof, girl. But like I said, girl, I just feel like New York is meant for like rich people. Rich people, rich people, where it's like money not a thing. Like if you make enough money, a 1.2 million, a $800,000, $700,000 apartment not gonna mean shit to you because it's kind of like, girl, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna mean nothing to you. Anyways, it is what it is. Shout out to all the rich girls and boys out there. I'm not mad at y'all. I wish I could. I wish I had that type of money, honey. Because honestly, if I had that type of money, would I be in New York in a $1 million apartment? I don't know. That's a lot of money, y'all. I guess you just never know until you have that money. Right now, I'm saying no because I ain't got it. Okay, bitch. But if I had it, would I do it? I don't know. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But the girls in New York clearly don't think it's a lot because if it was a lot, girl, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, it's not a lot to to the people in New York. Anyways, but I'm still gonna get. But ain't that a big ass difference? But I'm gonna get to New York one day. I'm gonna get to New York. I told my friend I was moving to LA. I think LA would be fun. I think LA would be fun. I don't know. I'm gonna figure out something though. I wouldn't mind living in New York. I think it would be so fun. I think it would be so fun. So I need to move to Jersey. Okay, hold up. So I just need to go ahead and move my black ass to Jersey. I need to go ahead and move to what? Newark? Wait, Jersey City? Jersey City? What's the other place I seen? Hoboken? Is it what it's called? Is it Hoboken? Hoboken? I don't know those places. So I need to move to Jersey. Hoboken, something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, ain't that expensive? Ain't that an expensive area too? Oh, you don't want to live in New Jersey? Oh, somebody told me I don't want to live in New Jersey. Why you say that? Why you say I don't want to live in New Jersey? Tell me the truth. Come on. Because you're the only one who does. Everybody else telling me to move to New Jersey. Well, not everybody. They're telling me to move to New Jersey. Why I don't want to live in New Jersey? Tell me why. Jersey is lit. Ooh, baby. That's how, everybody have their own experience. Because somebody telling me don't move, then the other person saying Jersey is lit. Oh, not Newark? Okay. I'm going to figure out something. I need to figure out something. Because I'm really trying to make sure that I can't wait till the last minute. Last time I don't think I didn't wait till the last minute, but I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. I thought I had more time than what I really gave myself, basically. Okay. I need to be in New York. I want to be in Harlem. That's where I want to be. I want to be in Harlem. I just want to be in the middle of the culture, baby. I just want to be in Harlem with all the niggas and all the poppies. Hey, papi. Okay? I want to be in there with all the blacks and the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans and the Dominicans and all of them. I want to be in the Harlem, baby, where the niggas at. Okay. They say Harlem is I heard that it's not as black as it used to be though. That's what the people be saying. The people say that Harlem not as black as because I thought Harlem was blackity black, 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 black. The people say Harlem ain't black like it used to be. They said them white people that moved in and start kicking some of y'all niggas out. Okay, that is not funny. But they said the white people that came in and baby, gentrification is a motherfucker. Is that true? Because they said them white people coming in, baby, and they getting the niggas up out of there. I need to be in Harlem too, baby. Harlem is very gentrified now. That's what I heard. That's what the people was telling me. What's the so okay? Because y'all tried to explain this. So what? Okay, because every area has a bad part. What's the good part of Harlem? Because that's the part I need to be in. What's the bad part and what's the good part? Because I don't know. I thought the good part was where the Apollo Theater was, but the people said that's not the good part. I thought the good part of Harlem was where the Apollo Theater is and all that. I just assumed that because that's where I felt like all the stores were. Oh, 110 or 116 is mostly where the projects are. Okay. Do not go to East Harlem. Oh, East Harlem is not the good part of Harlem? Girl, I'm about to get off of here too, girl. I can't never do what I'm supposed to say I'm gonna do. Harlem's good parts are sporadic throughout. So it's not necessarily like a good part. Okay. What? Okay. What's the River Oaks in? Okay, what's the River Oaks in Harlem? I know that's right. Oh, excuse me. You said South Lexington Avenue? Hey! Hey! I would live in Brooklyn. I wouldn't mind living in Brooklyn. That's what I said. I don't know why I'm so weirded out about not staying in Jersey but staying in Brooklyn. Because I feel like you're still not in Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? So does it really matter? Mm. Girl. I will say this much. The only thing I don't like about Harlem, I'll say this. Okay. So the last time I went to New York, I stayed in Harlem, right? I stayed at the Renaissance Hotel. For the girls who live in New York know what I'm talking about. The Renaissance Hotel is literally connected to Apollo Theater. That was my first time ever staying there. The very first time I went to New York, I stayed at the Aloft. When I fucking hate the Aloft Hotel, that Aloft Hotel is fucking disgusting. Hello? The first time I stayed there, it was clean, everything. I stayed there the second time, and baby, it was a fucking mess. But they only have two hotels, from what I understand, in Harlem, which is the Aloft and the Renaissance Hotel. Anyway, so the last time I went, last time I went with my mama. Oh no, I went again. Okay, so the last time I went by myself. I stayed at the Renaissance, and I just felt like everything closes early. Like I feel like you don't have a lot of options, if that makes sense, to eat. Like if you get hungry or something. Where I felt like, even though I despise Times Square, like I hate Times Square. I hate it. But the thing I like, because for some reason I feel, girl, when I go to New York, I be wanting to be with the people. Okay? I don't be wanting to be with the tourists. Like, I ain't no tourist, girl. When I go to New York, I be wanting to be where the people at. I want to go where the people live. I don't want to be in Times Square. I want to go to Harlem. Okay? Because I feel like in my head, I feel like it's not so touristy, if that makes sense. So anyways, but I feel like the difference is, at least in Times Square, you have late night options. And it's well lit, it's lights, not everywhere. But I have noticed that sometimes some of those Harlem streets can get kind of dark. Some of those Harlem streets can get dark. But I feel like, at least in Times Square, it's pretty lit. You have late night food, pizza, people selling food from the carts. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I like to be in Times Square, is like, if it's 2:00 in the morning, I could probably find something to eat. Where I feel like in Harlem, it was hard for me to find something to eat. I had to always eat McDonald's. Girl. But I'm coming in from the club or something, girl, drunk as hell. I ain't got shit to eat. And then, like, the stuff around closes early, I feel like. Because I'm out of town, I'm not renting a car. I need to be in an area where it's easy for me to get around. Even though I like Harlem and I like the vibe of Harlem, I also feel like shit closes early. Like, I know the girls was boycotting Target, but girl, that's one of the main places that you could go to. Where, as far as for me, like, girl, I'm there, I'm trying to find, some snacks and stuff. Girl, like the Target, it's a Target, a Whole Foods. Y'all know the girls in New York know what I'm talking about. It's like that one strip. That's why I thought that was a good part of Harlem, because that's where everything was at. Good night, Rodney and Chad. It's almost 3 a.m. here. I must get some rest to run around with fam tomorrow. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night. But I felt like that was like I always thought that was a good part, because that's where everything is. Like the Aldo, Gap, like all the restaurants, the stores, Foot Locker, Gap, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, Whole Foods, H&M. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's how I process it in my head. Clearly, it's not the truth. Hell, I don't know. But I just feel like that Target closes like at 8:00 or some shit like that, 9:00. I was like, that's early as fuck. No shade. Girl, please don't take this the wrong way. It did cross my mind, like, girl, is this a good area? Because what the fuck, when a Target start close at 8 or 9 o'clock? I think it closes at 9 o'clock. Hey, that's still early though. Oh, the Aldo is trash. Girl, I ain't never been inside. I just know it's on that little strip. Like, the Target here closes at midnight, girl. Hello? The Target here closes at midnight. Well, the one around the corner closes at midnight. So I was like, girl, if the Target here closes at 8 or 9, girl, they must be trying to they got to get home before, girl, y'all acting like a bitch got to get home before it get too dark outside. So yeah, that's the only thing. The Target closes at midnight. Mm-hmm. Not all of them. Some of them close at 10, some of them close at 11. But the one in the Heights, it closes at midnight. Mm-hmm. Girl, midnight. Yes, ma'am. So it's like, that's the only thing. Like, I'm out of town. I'm trying to find something to eat. Girl, everything is closed. Girl, ain't nothing around. Girl, I'm not about to be walking up and down these streets looking for something. Girl, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Even though I did walk down the street one time by myself. It was kind of cute. I felt like a New Yorker. Girl, I still remember, girl, this was like, this was probably about 3-4 years ago. Girl, it was cold outside. Girl, I was just walking. Girl, literally, I was walking from one club, and I was It was one place this guy was having a party that I found out about. So I went to that place, and then it was the club. What's it called? Lambada Lounge in Harlem. I've been there a few times. It's small as fuck. Anyways, oh girl, that closed at 9 o'clock in downtown Chicago. That's what I'm saying. Like when I hear about stuff closing early, it's kind of like, girl, you closing early for a reason. It must not be. You know what I'm saying? Like. That's how it registers in my head. When I hear about stuff closing early, like it's like, oh, you must close early for a reason. Like, girl, everybody get their asses home and, get home. Baby, the rats all mess in Times Square. But yeah, one night I was I went to a party, and then I was walking to Lambada Lounge. It was like it wasn't like a long walk. It was like a 15, 20-minute walk, and I was just walking. And I had my directions on so I could hear my directions, but not too loud because then I didn't want nobody to know, like, girl, oh, he must not be from here. So I had my directions on so I could hear, but I had the volume down, right? And I was just walking through, Harlem, girl, and I walked on into the club. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. So yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about, like, when I stay in Harlem. Like, I feel like there's not a lot of late night food options. That's how I feel. I don't know if that's the truth. It could be, and I just don't know it. The thing I like about Times Square is, like, girl, you can walk out and try to find, you can walk out and find something to eat somewhere. Because a bitch be hungry after the club. Harlem closes early now. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. So the next time I go, I was like, I love Harlem, but I don't think I should stay in Harlem because I don't think it's convenient enough for me, if that makes sense. It's not convenient enough for me. Yes, I be needing to stay places where it's easy, accessible to food. Harlem is like a ghost. I know I'm not tripping. I'm telling y'all. That's how I felt the last time I went. Harlem is like a ghost town at night. That's how I felt. I was like, girl, why is it like, I just felt like it wasn't nothing going on. I almost felt like everybody was in the house. And I was like, and I was like, yeah, I like Harlem, but I don't know if it's a place for me to come when I come and visit. I think it's a place that I could go to when I need to get to Harlem, but I need to go back. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, the William Vale is high as hell. Stay at the Arlo Williamsburg. Oh, I know the William Vale, girl. Them prices be outrageous, girl. I'm gonna look into it though. Don't have me come here and cuss your ass out next time. I'm just playing. Girl, the William Vale, that hotel is that hotel is a little pricey. The Arlo, have I looked into the Arlo before? I'm gonna look into the Arlo. Mm-hmm. Yes. I like to stay places where it's easy to get around. Whether I want to go eating, drinking, just stuff. And I feel like Harlem after a certain hour, it's kind of like just like, girl. I feel like at least like if you're in Times Square, you could just walk around. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's several Arlo locations. Make sure you check Arlo Williamsburg. Okay. I caught the train more than a few times. I'm not nervous to catch. I don't catch the subway too late at night. My very first time going to New York, I caught the subway from I caught the train. Basically, I caught the subway to my hotel. I flew into New Jersey, and then I caught the train to Penn. Is it Penn Station? Is it Penn Station? Yeah, I done caught the subway a few times. The subway don't scare me. Now I'm not riding that subway too late at night now. I'm not gonna do all that carrying on. But the subway don't scare me. I mean, to me, I guess because I'm used to riding public transportation. I know it's not the same everywhere. But I don't mind riding the subway. I would rather not catch the subway. But if I need to catch the subway because, it may be quicker or I just want to cut back on money. Because, them Uber rides, girl. Baby, them Uber rides. But them Uber rides can start getting real expensive, girl. Them Uber Lyft rides, baby, they can start getting very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. Very expensive. And it'd be like $40 to go 4 miles up the road. Girl, what the fuck? Girl, then they want to do a surcharge. It'd be traffic like a motherfucker. Yeah, so sometimes but yeah, the train don't bother me. Not at all. Yeah. I got lost one time, and it was really I didn't get lost, but I got lost, but I didn't get lost. Basically, I ended up in Brooklyn because I literally saw. Because I think in New York, certain days the train changes, right? I think like the subway changes. So like one day you can catch like the C, but on a Sunday it might not be the C. Is that how it works? Right? Like the letters of the train can take you a different place depending on the day, right? But anyways, I ended up in Brooklyn. Child, and I literally had the map. Like you could get through on your map. And I was like, that's not the train I caught the other day. Okay. I was like, that's not the train I caught the other day. And so I was like, I'm not getting on that train because I know I caught another train. I caught another train the other day, and I ended up getting on the train that I wasn't supposed to. And I ended up in Brooklyn. Yeah. And I was like, girl, how the fuck did I end up in Brooklyn? Girl, not listening. Girl, thinking I know every motherfucking thing. Like I was born and raised in New York. Don't know shit about this motherfucking train system. Nothing. Okay, and I'm telling them. I'm telling the map, girl. This ain't the train I caught the other day. Girl, nah, this ain't the one. I'm catching the other one. Girl, I ended up in Brooklyn. And then but it wasn't bad. Yeah, but it's not I don't think it's that hard to catch the train at all. If you just follow the instructions, if it say catch C and get off at 116th, catch C, get off at 116th, and then get on D. Then get your ass on D. Like it's not. I think it would be nervous to people. I think what it is like you think of like, oh my God, this is the biggest city in the country, right? It's so many people. But if you really just pay attention to the instructions, you shouldn't. No, that's because the trains do whatever they want to on the weekends and late nights. So, like you shouldn't get lost. You shouldn't have a problem. But I could understand because when I first did it, I was like, oh girl, you really about to catch the train. You really about to catch the train. You really, even though I did, I embarrassed myself. I got stuck, girl. I got stuck in a thing. Oh, girl, it was so embarrassing, girl. Oh, it was so embarrassing. Anyways. But yeah, I really don't have a hard time catching a subway. Not at all. Because I don't be paying nobody no attention, honey. If I had the money, I would not catch. If I had the money not to catch a subway, I would not catch a subway. I wouldn't. I would not. At all. If I had the money to just Uber and Lyft everywhere I needed to go and wanted to go, I would just Uber and Lyft everywhere I wanted to go and where I needed to go. But no, girl. Like, that shit can get real pricey. Real pricey. But, so you catch the subway. Like I said, girl, just pay attention. I mean, for the girls who don't know, if you go to New York, girl, just pay attention, girl. You'll be all right. Mm-hmm. Girl, I'm about to go. Girl, I'm about to go. Girl, I'm really about to go. Girl, we've been on here too long. No, for real. Girl, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm up running my motherfucking mouth. Just talking about New York. That's it. Just talking about New York, baby. I'm going to get there one day. Until then, other locations will be okay. We'll be okay. Okay? I need y'all to get me to 100,000 subscribers. I need y'all to get me to, I need y'all to get me to 100,000 subscribers, baby. I need to be making the money like the other girls is making, baby. So I can live fab. So I can live like the influencers be living, honey. Shout out to all the influencers out there. Anyways, girl, I'm about to get up off of here. I'm about to eat me a little Lunchable. Okay? Finish this cocktail. And girl, find something to watch on TV. Girl, I started watching Force with Tommy. That's a crazy white motherfucker. Girl, Tommy, when I tell you Tommy is fucking psycho. When I tell you, bitch, Tommy is fucking nuts. I forgot how nuts he was. That motherfucker is psychotic. I forgot how crazy he was. I forgot how crazy he was. I forgot how crazy that white man was. Tommy is nuts. I kind of want Tommy to die. I kind of do. I'm not going to lie. I kind of want Tommy to die. I'm on episode 8. I wasn't going to watch until the whole season ended. But I didn't, like, I always do this to myself. I always watch stuff faster than I expect to watch it. So I was like, oh, I started watching it the other day. I was like, oh, by the time, basically, I felt like by the time I get through the series, the season will be over. And I'm watching, and I look up, and I was already on episode 8. So I think I gotta wait for episode 9, and usually they do 10 episodes, right? So now I have to wait for 9 and 10, and I'm so pissed off because I just wanted to watch it all the way through. I should have just waited until like the whole season was completely done. But yeah, I'm just gonna. I forgot half of the shit that happened on the goddamn last season. Because I think the last season came out in 2023, I believe. So when it came on, I was like, I was kind of confused and lost. I was like, I don't even remember what the fuck happened because y'all been gone so fucking long. That's how I feel like it's gonna be with P-Valley. I feel like P-Valley, everybody gonna be lost and confused. Girl, we ain't seen P-Valley in years. So when P-Valley does come back, if it comes back, goddamn, it's gonna be like, girl. I feel like with Force, I probably should have went back. I probably should have went back and watched at least the last 3 episodes. I don't know. I was like, girl, it's too much going on, and I don't even know what's going on. P-Valley 2050. Girl, P-Valley gonna need a full recap. A full recap. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. But yeah, I should have waited to watch Force. So yeah, it is what it is. P-Valley, girl, I don't know what I'm gonna do about people. Like I said, I was confused at first. Cause half of the time I was like, girl, where did he come from? Who is that? Girl, okay, now what happened? Now when did he move in? Like what? I don't even remember him moving in. Like I was so confused. Like some stuff I was confused. I was like, okay, I don't even remember him doing that. When did that happen? I don't remember that happening. When did that happen? I was like, girl, but I just kept watching. It is what it is, girl. They took too long for that show to come back. Thank you. I can't say what happened last because somebody said they haven't watched it, so I'm not going to spoil it. They on episode 8. Is episode 9 out? Is episode 9 already out? Because I thought it was only episode 8. I thought it was only episode 8. Anyways, but yeah, it is what it is. Girl, I never watched Euphoria. I heard it was about some high school kids. I said them hoes gonna be grown. Girl, I heard it was about some high school kids. Girl, they need to let that shit go. At this point, it's so much you can only do with like, girl, quiet as it's kept. Like even with P Valley, girl, at some point Mercedes gonna be too old to be on the motherfucking pole. Girl, Uncle Clifford gonna be too old. Like, girl, y'all gotta strike it while the iron is hot. Zendaya look young, but she don't look that motherfucking young. She ain't gonna be young forever, bitch. Y'all gotta show about some high school students, and these bitches is 30 and 40. Girl, at some point, y'all gonna have to give up. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, that's what I said, girl. Like, y'all gonna have to do something about this because y'all want to have a show about high school students, but bitch, everybody is pretty much, girl. Everybody that graduated from college and girl, they got families. Bitch, Zendaya gonna have grades in her hair by the time that y'all come back. But y'all never watched the show. Anyways, all right, y'all, I'm gone. I need to get up off of here. It was fun. It was fun. Girl, I was on here too motherfucking long. I can't never get on here and get off. Girl, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still up running my motherfucking mouth. All right. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.